Wait,
It's been
before,
recording.
let me grab another beer.
Well,
Of course.
Well,
Let's get
it's-
started. Hold
it's
on one
already
second.
cooked.
Let me grab another beer. Hold up.
It's the
Wait,
same
my
thing
cat.
every time.
My cat
brilliant.
just
I'm
threw
gonna
up
make
in
a
the
podcast
You know
hallway.
what? You know
It's
what,
current at
Kevin?
7:30. I gotta go
You know what,
get a beer, take a shit, take a shower,
You know
cook
why
dinner
I
at
get so
7:35.
You know why I get so good at rolls? Is because you get a beer every single time we're about to start. That
You know
20
what?
snipe, baby. That 20
That's fine.
snipe.
All right,
All right.
who's ready to kick this off?
Me.
I just need
Cool.
to know that the recording's going because this was a whole ordeal last time.
I'm ready to
It's
kick
been
bubblegum
recording.
and chew
All
ass.
right, cool.
All right, let's go.
The crew members of the Dragon Horizon finally defeated the Tarrasque to claim Bond's fortress. But before they go to explore Bond's fortress, a crashed spaceship caught their eye. After examining the ship, they quickly found out that that it is not from another world, and that technology is so far advanced from the world we are living in now. Oh, we found a map and footprints going to the keep. Going to the keep from the crashed spaceship, wanting more answers to the abundant questions. Our adventures follow. Okay, sorry, I was making sure. I was reading the revised one. Adventures followed the footprints going into the fortress, where a force field blocked the way. But it was nothing Molly and Big Pappy couldn't handle. They quickly bashed down the force field, and they proceeded their way into the fortress, where Lucas quickly spotted a trap. Even though Bond didn't know the technology, he was still able to disarm it. As the crew enters the room, they were met with several dozen yellow-skinned humanoids with spiky-like bones coming out of their head, 3 toes, and 3 fingers. They seemed scared and had weapons trained on us. But with a little bit of persuasion from Bond and Lucas, we convinced them to put down their weapons and have a civil conversation, even though trigger fire could have easily taken them out. We learned a great deal from the aliens. They're from another planet named Zekarish. I probably butchered that. And their group leader is named Kaldor. Their planet was taken over by other humans who had far superior advanced technology. So they hijacked one of the human spaceships and prayed for help. Kaldor had visions of one of the great old ones with squid-like features, and shortly after they crashed on our planet. And Kaldor now...
You're almost saying that right.
Okay.
It's Kleebor.
Kleebor now had warlock-type abilities, though he was the only one in the group to have them. Magic didn't exist on their planet, so it was a shock to him. Suddenly, in the middle of a pleasant conversation, the Magi teleported in and so rudely interrupted us. They seemed pretty pissed. The Archon was with them, explaining that he did everything in his ability to convince them not to kill us. Evidently, the bomb Bond built had damaged the weave. It Crush really put them in a mood, and now they came to seek consequences for it drawing out. Yeah, they're coming to.
That's right.
That's it.
So, I've established with you guys I'm going to make this tradition at the start of every session. I'm going to just have some trivia questions for you guys, and you're either going to get a point of Divine Inspiration if you get it right, or if you are full up on Divine Inspiration, you're in 100 gold. for every question you get right. So, first question, actually, I'm going to go ahead and give you a point of divine inspiration or 100 gold, Nick, because you already answered what one of the questions was, which was going to be, actually, not quite. You got his first name right. What was Klebor's last name?
Smith.
Whoever can answer this for me gets either divine inspiration or 100 gold if you're full up.
I think we butcher people's names so often that we just don't even care to write down their last name.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's no Samurai Jacqueline, so I'm not trying to remember.
Exactly. Oh shit, that's funny.
I thought I did pretty good at getting Cleavor.
In 5, 4,
3, 2, 1, dude. Ain't nobody getting it.
2.
Yeah, we're not getting that.
It doesn't work. His last name is Malwraith. Malwraith.
Dude, that's exactly what I was about to say before you interrupted me.
Wrote that down.
All right. Third question. What was the name of Bond's mentor in his flashback that is of the same species as the aliens that you just encountered?
Melissa Centauri.
Bond, it's
5,
part of your backstory. You don't
4,
know?
3. You're muted. Hey, Nick, you're muted.
What's in my tongue? It was like, I think it starts with a K or something like that.
Starts with a Z.
Z. Oh, Zaurus? No,
I only remember one person with the Z name here, and it was Zibnalicorn. I know that's not it.
No,
I didn't think you had a mentor. Like, you were a kid running from the psionic invasion.
I didn't realize it was I
His
know that
name-
she was helping me.
Well, it was a he,
Thought it was
and his
he.
name
Oh.
was Zarkaya.
Zarkaya. That's right.
Man, you got just it's like a 50-50 shot just having a cat walk on a keyboard to get one of these names.
Just give it the first letter of the name and then let them walk afterwards.
All right. This question's worth 50 gold pieces. It's not worth anything for inspiration, but I figure if there's one thing you guys are gonna know, it's this. How much in a reward are you guys getting when you go back to the Heroes Guild?
It was like 1800 with like 3 extra thousand in gold, or 2 extra thousand in gold,
No.
or in not gold in diamonds.
I just know it was one of the things we had to do to get to diamond rank, right? Because you got to do 3 diamond rank
We actually
little missions.
we get diamonds.
You're still getting paid for this, and you're getting a bunch of diamonds too.
Yeah, exactly. So it was 17,000 gold with $3,000 worth of 3,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Almost. It's 15,000 gold with 3,000 worth of diamonds.
Okay, I know I added up to 18 somewhere.
Look, 15
one of the
plus
part was
3,
18.
15 plus 3, 17,000. It's all the same thing, man.
Sure.
I
All
don't
right.
think
Well,
Lucas is keeping up with how much money is going around. I'm like just a hair above Molly. At least
now
I'm
I
picking
know
up.
how.
But that's
Now
as
I
far
know
as
how
I can
easy
remember.
it is to shortcut you guys out of money if I just want to change my mind later. All right.
Oh, I go back and watch the recordings.
Bro, just be glad, like this campaign, we have not sat here and like seduced or threatened to murder every shopkeep that we come across. Like most of these are pretty, dynamic or just very simple transactions.
Oh, you mean the
the
scarf
thing-
guy? Is that who you're referring to? The scarf guy that got traumatized?
Kiss the ring.
You took his scarves, you took his pants.
It was a good time.
Okay. Anyways, I guess back to where we left off before. So rudely interrupted our wonderful conversation.
All right. What? My music isn't working. Hold on. You know what? We'll just
Okay,
run with what
fine.
we have now. I'll worry about the music change
Oh.
later. So, in the situation that you find yourself in at the moment, as the Magi just appeared, as you are incredibly outnumbered. There's likely somewhere between 50 to 60 members of the Magi just in this room with you, not counting Valastrious himself. Tony, did we establish you got this part, or you want me to take it from here?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
With Marte being absent, he can still listen to the recording, but Gavin got a little bit of his description a little wrong. Standing before you, a little bit over 6 feet tall, is a pretty scrawny but tall individual in ornate red robes and a tall, ornate staff. His hair is a long, kind of opalescent white color pulled back into like a ponytail, and his eyes seem to be that of like a snake, where it's slit down the middle. No eye patch. He has both his eyes. And as we start this, he looks to each of you and he speaks, "Monthly Crest, do not confuse yourself with the situation before you. This is not an act of aggression, but of repercussions of your actions. This is unambiguously a visit of my benevolence. The folly of your actions has led you to these circumstances. Praise yourself for drawing my ire."
Oh, damn. We must be a big deal if you need this many people to come track us down and take us down.
Yes, conveniently after we defeated the Tarask.
Yeah. Couldn't have showed up in the middle of that, could ya?
No. Why would I do that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe joining the fun. I thought it was fun taking out Tarask.
Yes, you've slayed one of my pets. Congratulations.
Oh, interesting. So you're the one that enchanted that beast?
So Valastrious pulls out a small pocket watch, and he opens it up. You have 1 minute to defend yourself on the situation before you. You have all released a bomb that has damaged the weave. Explain yourself. And please, tell me why it is that you did not listen to the advice of your betters.
Haven't met him.
Well, for one, your associate here, and I point to the Archon, he said he was willing to go with it as an experiment, and that's all it was.
He says to you, "Pause your timer. My guilt in this has already been acknowledged. I will live with this shame for the rest of my days. However, with that being said, you developed this bomb that damaged the weave. I will never forgive myself for playing my role. And while I do not believe you are worthy of your life being forfeit, one measly instance of punishment, no matter how grand, cannot even begin to compare to the lifespan and the power that is the weave. So I am sorry, while I consider myself to be a merciful individual, I have already received my punishment. My guilt has already been dealt with. Now you must handle yours."
Yes, I understand that. For one, I damaged the weave, but if the Vold succeed in their endeavors, we will not have to worry about the weave anymore because they will destroy it themselves. So I understand I destroyed that area of weave, but in the grand scheme of things, there's a give and take you got to kind of do, and especially in war. I destroyed a little bit of the weave, yes, but that was also to protect the greater scheme of the weave. And does the weave not repair itself in some way, form, or fashion? It might take a while. And I promised I would never set off another one of those bombs. If it came to the weave being destroyed and not being able to repair fully. I was just waiting on back to hear from the Archon to see if that actually happened.
I understand that you made a promise that you will never make another one, and I'm here to see it through.
Yes.
I will be
I am-
taking your knowledge of making said bomb. You will lose among all of you, you will lose the ability to remember how to make the bomb. You will still remember what devastation you caused as your penance, among other things. Now, in reference to the Vold, which one is more damaging? A single poacher in the woods, or raging fire? A wildfire scorching the earth? Your Vold is nothing but dirt on a wound. A real threat looms, coming ever closer.
I agree. I believe you're talking about the creeping doom.
So you do know about it. Good.
Yes, I do know about it.
Well, my time is limited. And he looks down at his pocket watch. It has been 37 seconds. Do you all decide to give in to this and lose your memory?
Archmage, the Archon speaks up. If I might say something else. Asking for your permission before he can speak, which strikes all of you considering his reputation as one of the most powerful wizards in the world, if not the most, aside from Valastrious present.
Valastrious nods.
He says to you, 400 feet. That is all of the distance that remained from the edge of your blast and touching the weave that connected to the city of Ebenmast, touching the ley line that passed underneath the city of Ebenmast. If that contact had been made, it would have been as if you had ignited a vein of gas. The devastation of that bomb would have been carried through that tunnel of the ley line. And that devastation would have been carried throughout the entire continent. It would have made the devastation that caused the Great Penance War some 190 odd years ago appear as a match before a burning pyre.
Interesting. Very curious. So I understand that, and I'm glad your dragon friend didn't drop it close to that ley line. I believe he was intelligent in not doing so.
Now,
I was the one that
answer
all
the
you have to
Archmage's
say for
question.
yourself, Balthazar? Like, you just out here stating facts. Like they're going to change the situation?
Oh, he's saying that to the Archon?
Yeah.
My apologies, Archmage. I just felt as though it was prudent to the matter at hand that they understand how close they came to causing a cataclysm of indescribable proportions.
Yes, next time you have some pertinent information like that, you might want to divulge it on your own time. I appreciate your concern for them. Now, Montley Crest. He looks over at Voss specifically. I see that you have crawled out of a hole once more. It is nice of you to join us in this time.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Do I know you?
Voss would know Valastrious, right?
You would, maybe not personally, but you would know who he is. Valastrious was a member of the Seven Deadly Sins, the legendary group of heroes from your original time.
The Seven Deadly Sins. in his background. I thought Voss met.
Yeah, but I don't think Valastrious was there yet at that point.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
Valastrious wasn't the one that I had contact of the 7 deadly sins.
This was before Valastrios would have joined the 7 Deadly Sins, that he would have met them.
So
But
I'm
however,
surprised that he
you
knows
would
me.
know his name. You would definitely know his name, and
Well,
would know that he would have
given
joined
us
the
his
7
name?
Deadly Sins after the fact.
Has he given us his name?
Who? Voss?
Valastrious? No, Valastrious.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I don't think he ever said his name.
Yeah, I don't think he ever said his name. The only thing he's been referred as is what?
Archmage.
Archmage, yeah.
Oh man, if your characters don't know his name, Lord. Okay.
I also don't feel like Valastrious would feel the need to introduce himself.
Yeah.
If his reputation should precede him, and if somebody doesn't know, that's their problem.
I mean,
Right.
Neston would know, and Neston's with us. I feel like
Yeah,
Neston would know.
Neston
what he
would
looks
probably
like.
know who he is.
Neston
But-
absolutely knows who he is. Y'all look over at Neston, and he is currently holding up a book and a quill, and the book title is "I do not have time to explain that which you do not understand," written by Valastrious Simulacrum version 3.
Wow.
Just biding his time waiting for an autograph.
Is he gonna say who he? Is he gonna say anything? Like, is Neston gonna say anything?
For brevity's sake.
Okay.
No? Okay. Well, then you say no.
Neston, I don't think he's going to say. I think he. is
Pardon
gonna-
me, but before we get into the threats and all this and that, could you at least tell us who you are, Archmage? I'd like to know who it is I'm being threatened by.
Do not confuse yourself with me and another meager person or lordship that deals out threats. I do not threaten. I state facts. If I wanted you dead, you would be dead. If I wanted you to be a paraplegic, you would be a paraplegic. If I wanted you to live in agony, cursed, for you and your future wife, then it would be so. If you do not know the name of the Archmage of the Magi, then you will soon learn it yourself.
Apologies, Archmage of the Magi. If you have an issue with me, so be it. If you have an issue with my friends, that's another thing. Do not bring my family into this.
I put up a finger and just say, excuse me. How did you know me? Are you familiar with my artwork? Or perhaps my music?
Well, I kind of look over to Lucas. What do you feel his terms are acceptable? What do you think, Lucas? You are my first mate.
He's talking about taking memories, which I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of, but it's specific to tailoring a bomb. That's you. I don't know how to build a bomb. I don't think anybody else does. I look over at Big Pappy, and Big Pappy's just eating a bagel. Like, he has no idea about making bombs.
Yeah, me
Man.
either.
I will say
Ah.
something else that you notice upon arrival, or whenever they arrived, that device that they had that was the Discord emitter or whatever that was causing people to be angry. You notice that it has been very meticulously deconstructed. You didn't even see that happen. It's just in
They
pieces.
turned it off.
And this
either
was
way.
well, they did turn it off, but now it has been taken apart purposefully, and you
Mm.
didn't even see that happen.
So, for one, and I kind of pat. Where is my weapon? What happened to that? 'Cause I would like
You
to
will-
know.
You will get it back after I leave.
Interesting. Okay.
There are a
I-
few of you here among you where I will be dishing out extra punishment. Well, not really. More like consequences. It is a way to incentivize you from straying from the path. Now, Lucas, I have made certain promises and made conversations that no harm would come to you.
All right.
The others not so much. So, my time is running low. My tolerance is drained. Do you agree?
I agree to my memory being wiped, but I want to know what these other punishments are before I agree to whatever else you've got.
And the rest of you?
If we're talking about punishments, I need to know what the safe word is.
So Valastrious closes his pocket watch and dangles it by the chain.
So,
And then, yeah.
oh no, go ahead. I'll do something after you do that.
No, go ahead.
So, as you're having this discussion, Klebor speaks up and says, "Excuse me, these individuals here promised us refuge. We mean you no harm. My name is Klebor."
I would suggest everyone else in the room that is not associated or in a party of Monthly Crest sit down and be silent.
I highly suggest you listen to him. We are clearly outnumbered in this situation.
So, in this moment, this is a shot heard around the world kind of thing, if you're familiar with your history. You don't know where it comes from, but you hear a scream from one of the Zirakai as he unleashes a bolt from his weapon that passes through. It hits Valastrious, but just passes through and keeps on going.
What was
And
that?
Klebor says, "What are you doing? He does not represent us." And you see just one soldier who drops his weapon in shock. "I'm sorry, my finger slipped."
Hair trigger! Hair trigger!
Hmm.
I'm just gonna whisper, that guy is so dead.
Valastrious doesn't take his eyes off of the Motley Crest, and then he just says out loud, "Keep your apologies. Die."
Wait, what?
He's like,
As
huh?
this Zirakai drops to the ground lifeless, and they all just start like screaming in shock.
I suggest you all sit down and quiet.
And with that word, suggest, they all immediately do so.
Yeah,
I will also sit down and be quiet.
I will also just plop down in like Indian style, cross-legged.
I'm
Now.
just
Clear me
put
up
it
on
out
what just
there.
happened?
After that, Big Pappy's gonna bow up. He's gonna walk in between
Classic
Valastrious and the rest of these people,
Yeah.
and he's going to set pan and shield and just take a defensive position. Not approaching, but he's gonna go into a guard mode.
Okay.
Valastrious will dangle his pocket watch and let it go. And as y'all see the pocket watch start to fall, it stops in midair.
Oh.
As the pocket watch stops in midair, you find yourself in a paralytic state, unable to move and speak, only observe. You see, individually, the snake-like pupils narrow, almost turning into blades of a clock. You notice the top part starts to tick with arms on the clock as you hear an audible ticking noise with every moment of his pupils turning. Valastrious takes a step forward. It looks as though his form shifts and blurs, seemingly splitting into 8 different individuals, approaching each of you. He speaks to each individual, stretching out his right hand, placing his thumb on the center of each of your foreheads and grasping the sides of your head. To Lucas first. I am disappointed in you, Lucas. I have high hopes for you yet. I will not be the harbinger of your punishment. Please give Miss Lily the rest of my regards. To Voss, you sit idly by, lazy and scared as you've always been. For your sloth, you will forever know what you abandoned. Your people suffered as you fled. To Molly, is she there?
Yeah.
So Valastrious touches her forehead and then retracts his hand. There's a lot less up there than I thought. I'll let you keep your memories, although no one will believe you.
Oh.
Should I go ahead and do the one for Anon as well, even
I
though he's
wanted
not here, so
story
that you can hear it?
Yeah, it'll be in the recording. It's a shame that Marte's not here today, but oh well.
What happened to Marte?
He had a birthday party thing he had to go to.
Yeah.
Weird flex.
On a Monday, yep,
So-
we mentioned it, but yeah.
I'm only going to go over this part for so Marte can listen to it. Anon, a shame. I had hopes for you as well, but you seem to lead to a disappointment again. But your usefulness isn't done yet. You will be my pawn. You will do my bidding. You will kill and trample over all those in your way. Your friends, your allies, even your family. You will do this because I know you. I know your hunger. You hunger for arcane. Your ambitions of power. The time is not yet, but you will see it. You will come crawling back to me because you know. You can feel the weave. You can feel I am the sole tether to it in this world. Come to the tower. Feed your hunger. And last but not least, Bond. You're the cause of all of this. Your folly and your ignorance will be your downfall. You refuse to listen to the advice of your betters and trample fate over and over. You will either adapt or you will suffer. Allow me to help you in this process as we begin. Valastrious removes his hand from Bond's forehead. His fingertips start to glow and burst into like a green flame as he digs his fingers into Bond's chest. And then he backs off of all of you, goes back to his original position, and grabs the pocket watch by the chain as it's dangling in the air, and everything seems to come back to fold. I think y'all are all supposed to make wisdom saving throws, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
wisdom saves.
I think it's wisdom saves for modified memory.
Let's see how
Do I
you
have
do.
to take them? Because I didn't get nothing.
No, Molly, you're good.
I mean, Molly
22.
could still
I
make
didn't get a
wisdom
story
saving.
time or nothing, man.
Use a luck point on that.
I was like, Bond, that was nice knowing you. All right.
Does Big Pappy need to make this roll as well?
No.
Okay.
Well,
You
Big
know
Pappy
what?
can make a perception check to see if one of his honey buns are missing.
Yeah, do that.
Oh yeah, he's super good at these.
I'm gonna use a luck point on that one.
With a 9.
There you go, Mo. Big Pappy actually finds Milo in his bag.
Not much better. All right. Yep.
I'll bring all of my characters. What's that? Dracon
No,
flying through
you
the
put
window?
that back. No.
Is this a Lucas thing too? I didn't know. 'Cause it
Yeah,
seemed
this is
like-
a Lucas
okay.
thing
Yeah.
too.
You get your brain touched. Mine was just stared into the void.
Well, lucky wisdom saves
Super
tonight,
good
boys.
wisdom saves.
Yeah, so none of you guys succeed. Yes, I'm sorry, Voss, not even with a 22.
With a 22?
Not even with a 22.
And now
Oh.
you know how I feel.
All right. It's the second
was
time
a,
I'm getting memories from my brain.
That wasn't a skill check. That was a save, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that was a save.
I thought I still had something for that. Peerless skill? No. Oh, it's only for ability checks. Okay. Yep. All right. So I guess I don't pass that then. Okay.
Should I go over the one for Neston too?
Yeah, I would. Just so it's out there, I would.
Okay. So for Neston's part, well, I guess Neston needs to roll a wisdom save throw too. Let me just...
Jesus.
So for Neston's part, Valastrious
Does
says
that
to
not
him,
save?
I don't know. For Neston's part, Valastrious says to him, "You and all of your deities, you may help your allies, but as more consequences will befall you and your family, help them if you must. Personally, if you take any action, we will meet again, and in the most unsavory situations."
To be fair,
And-
Neston wasn't even there when I exploded the bomb. Sorry, go ahead.
He was. He most certainly was.
No, he's not.
Hmm.
Oh, was he?
He was. Yeah.
Oh.
He was
He
unconscious.
was present
Y'all
in the
brought him back.
city.
Oh,
Yeah.
He passed out in hell. He was there. Y'all brought him back.
oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. My bad.
But he didn't like. Yeah. Yeah. He was there.
Either way, Valastrious
Yeah.
would know the likelihood of Neston attempting to help his teammates and would take actions and steps to prevent it.
Yeah, I don't think Neston would have gone along with that bomb.
Most certainly not. But yeah, Valastrious returns to his original position, now holding his pocket watch again. Oh, Bon, can you make a perception check?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty high. You notice the pocket watch he's holding has a very familiar symbol on the inside of it.
Okay.
It's got the symbol of the Angel of Death on the inside of the lid.
Interesting. I asked him where he got the pocket watch.
From an acquaintance. I do believe that our business here is concluded. Now, is there anything you wish to ask of me? I will grant you, since I'm already here, an audience, per se, now that we have doled out the consequences of your actions, and I find it fitting for where you all stand now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go up closer to him and say, "I'm sorry. What consequences? What happened? I feel like I missed something."
72.
You will understand in the future.
Any chance I can make a sleight of hand check to steal his pocket watch?
you can do anything you want to do. This is D&D.
So the pocket watch isn't in his pocket. He's holding it in his hand.
Okay.
Are
So
you trying
what
to take
happens
it out
when
of
he
his
puts
hand?
it back in his pocket?
He doesn't. It's just
Oh,
sitting
wait.
in the palm of his hand.
He's like,
Can I chit chat with him a little bit?
challenge yourself.
I mean, I can do a little persuasion to get him to just sit down and talk to us about what happened. And
Well, he is.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He's.
That's what's happening now. He's asking
Yeah.
if y'all have any questions for him.
Yeah, you know what? Big Pappy will chime in. Where's Starlight?
Hmm.
All I heard was murder Starlight. I'm like, I don't think that was it.
Murder Starlight?
I'm like, what?
Oh, Gavin, can Valastrious see where Starlight is?
Yeah.
I would like to ask Valastro if he wants to. Would you like to sit and have a drink and tell us about how you became the Archmage, etc., etc.?
No.
Can I roll a perception check to override that no and charm him into doing so?
For this instance, I'm
No.
gonna say no, man. Like,
No.
This is there's a handful of well, I won't say deities, but entities that are too powerful to warrant character sheets and conventional interaction. You've met one, and that was that the Archfey back in the forest. This is number 2. So
So I actually have a clockwork amulet. So could I swap?
That only works
his
on
watch
attack
for-
rolls.
Could I swap
no.
his watch for a clockwork amulet with the successful sleight of hand check?
He's still holding it.
Yes, I know. I would take his hand, like I'm trying to hold his hand or something like that, and then swap it for the.
He's
He's
so
dumb
I
enough
hate
to
to,
fall for the old
You know
switcheroo.
what?
I hate to say this. But Valastrious is not going to let you get that close to him.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
that's fair.
He's
Yeah,
not the
he's
hugging
not.
type, I don't feel.
Yeah, he doesn't let people get that close.
Just to put it out there, there's a lot of times in campaign 1 where like he was like part of conversations and he physically wasn't there. He would just send an illusionary clone because he was paranoid about a lot of situations. Like this is on point for Valastrious from campaign 1.
Gavin, where's Starlight?
there's already been a pretty major hint as to Valastrios' current state. I did a thing that I did for a reason.
What is the
Yeah.
answer to the question?
The laser passed right through him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess Valastrious is actually one of the other magi in the room, but like not the dude we're looking at.
Hey, you know what? How about you sit down in the peanut gallery, man?
Hey, you
That
shut up.
was what I assumed from that encounter, but
Shut up,
I'm
my
not
guy.
saying that.
know-
This is what Lucas is just thinking.
You know, it is rude
so-
to not greet us formally. Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on one second. DM, where's Starlight? I'll give Big Pappy this one if I
Yes,
can.
He has to Google it. Hang on. He's forgotten.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your Starlight is in Glimbilar. It's in Volcalos. Is there anything else? Or would you have me be some type form of tracking pigeon for you?
Well, considering you're not truly here right now,
Oh, but I am.
gotcha. Because I think the one we're seeing from that shot that just fired through, it seems like we're talking to an illusion. Would Bond know that? I feel like with the magic, and he.
You saw the laser clearly just go
Yeah,
through
exactly.
him.
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna try to wave my hand through him.
He's not going to
Cleabor,
let you get that close.
yeah, he won't let you get that close. He subtly moves away as you get closer, and if you push your luck even further, then you will subtly move away. I'll put it that way. So
your ashes will suddenly move away.
so Cleabor speaks up and he says, "You're one of those mages that I've heard about, right?" And you can hear he's not saying this in anger. He has a very grieving tone as he says, like, "It was the captain of our guard that you struck down. If we're allowed
I did
to make a
not
wish."
strike him down. He struck himself down. It was his folly that caused his death. You have
We're
made
all
a pact
scared,
with an
and
old
his-
one. Make your claim.
Just use your magic to bring him back, please.
No.
I'll do anything you ask.
Oh.
Just bring him back. He hasn't looked at you this whole time. He's just head staring at the ground.
While this is
Among
going on,
you
I'm sorry
and
to
in
interrupt.
front of you.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to make a roll to see if something happens here. If I roll less than a 10, it's oh no, he's smart enough to know. I was gonna say Big Pappy was gonna charge out the door. That knows where Starlight is in the middle of this whole thing, but he's smart enough to not do that right now. So,
You have new friends among the Motley Crest that has the ability to bring people back. Ask them. I will not be wasting more of my time on you or the likes of you. Now, if you do have concerns about the pact you have made, I will leave behind my associate here to answer your further questions. As for me, Motley Crest, in following the Vold, specifically, do your best.
I would like to. I didn't get a chance to ask him questions before he vamps out. Which,
go ahead.
Okay. My first question is: do you know if the? Did I recognize that Lucas was having trouble with his magic earlier? Or could I tell?
Yeah. I mean, would Lucas have verbalized that he was having trouble with his magic?
I was bitching about it.
Okay. Will after that whole punishment, will my friends still have troubles with their magic abilities? For you,
y'all saw not me.
A vision.
That was Mistra herself and her spiteful pity.
Interesting. Okay.
So whether Lucas is able to retain his magical whatever he does, that's up between him and Mistra.
Okay. And secondly, do you know the Sphinx that brought me to this time?
I do.
Can you point me in the direction of where that Sphinx is located?
I could.
No, I don't want you to be a tracker pigeon. I just would like to know the certain place of where that Sphinx is at.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Then can you tell me where I can get the information? A lead? Something?
There is an organization out in Stormhaven. They keep track of magical beasts sometimes.
Stormhaven. Okay. And
by the way, I'm aware of the lack of music. I'm trying to get it to work, and it just won't summon the bot into the chat.
Could you shed some light on my future, or is that a beyond your ability?
Beyond my ability? No, it is not beyond my ability. I see both past, present, and future all in one. But no, I will not be the one to tell you where to go or when to do what. You have to figure that out on your own. But I do know that your path will lead you to Stormhaven. You will fight Dagathoth.
Is that the Sphinx's name?
No, that's the...
You know who Dargathoth is.
Dargathoth.
It's the Creeping Doom.
That's right. Okay. So you're saying Dargathoth is going to end up in Stonehaven?
Oh my god. Oh, Mistra. Lucas, you seem to be the only one of slight intelligence among your friends here. Do you have any questions for me before I leave?
I mean, I feel like anything I ask here, I know it's have an answer to get, but to be honest, if you know we're going to fight Dargathoth, what recommendations might you have for the path we should take?
I would suggest that you prepare.
Thanks.
He is an immensely powerful spellcaster.
I have one last question. I pull out my notebook.
Let Tony say what he was saying.
No, that's it.
That's it? I thought there was something else after that. Okay.
No, I was just about to ramble about a whole bunch of nonsense, but yeah, go ahead, boss.
I pull out a notebook, and so can you hook me up with next week's winning lotto numbers?
Devin, are you sure I can't power word kill one of your players?
I gave you permission to do whatever it is you want.
No, I'll cast.
Hold
I'll
on,
just
I'm
cast
making a
Dream on him later.
persuasion check here when I do this. I'm even giving him the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, I don't really look at or respond to Voss. I think that's it for Valastrious. I think his time has waned, and
I will
he's
say,
ready to get
just
out of here.
before you go, you'll just see Big Pappy like put out a hitchhiker thumb. Well, close.
You see the most deadpan face on Valastrious as he just blinks at Big Pappy. I'll trade you for one of your honey buns, and I'll teleport you out of here.
Yeah, he brings out he's like it's not a honey bun. It's like 6 honey buns, but they've all been kind of like mushed and mashed into like one mega bun, I guess. And it'll just like
Valastrious doesn't actually take it, but when Big Pappy goes to drop it in his palm, like a small portal opens up in his palm, and the honey bun just falls straight in. Did Big Pappy didn't specifically say where in Velkalos he wanted to go, right?
he's not a smart guy.
Okay, yeah, he disappears.
Well, I'll put that character sheet away for the rest of the session.
Thanks.
Enjoy your time, Elevandor, Big Pappy.
He knows where he's headed. He knows how to survive.
Yeah, that's it for Valastrious. I think he's gonna dip out now. Not even. I don't think they have any. They're not intelligent enough to ask him any further questions that have
See
any
you
relevance.
in 11 months, Big Pappy.
Yeah, my character is charisma, not intelligence. Sorry. I have an intelligence of 11. That is a +0. It's literally my dump stat.
I have an 8
That's your dump stat too.
with a -1.
-1 is not much worse than a 0.
I was like,
So,
what?
question, Gavin, did I just lose the memory of how to make the bomb, but I still remember what it affected and stuff like that?
Yeah,
And
you remember what it
that I-
affected. Specifically,
made it.
though, you know that you made it. You remember the repercussions of making it. You definitely remember what happened to you because you made it. But as far as the actual just intricacies of building that bomb, you don't know if you'd ever be able to build it again.
I feel like Lucas
have to
gets a little
relearn
bit of
all
a
over.
nosebleed of how many people have gotten in and messed with his brain now.
So let's see.
Well, Lucas, I think we make a bomb that mostly just destroys the earth around it and not the weave.
Yeah, I don't know if I can stand all the lectures that come with the bigger bomb.
Yeah. We'll make one bigger, but it destroys only the nature around it, not the weave.
Oh my god, guys! He signed my book.
The Kleebor says,
Ooh,
and it appears as though his translator box, after all of that, after that entire exchange, has picked up enough common to where he can actually speak and understand common now. Not himself understand it, but at the very least, his technology works. He was like, "Damn your bloody book! One of you must have means of bringing Captain Tarlek back to life."
Oh yes, my bad. I'm sorry. I cast Revivify.
Right.
Okay, give me
What is
a spellcasting ability check.
How long ago was it that he died?
I'd say it's just coming up on a minute.
Bahan, I'm gonna need a diamond. I actually don't have a diamond in my inventory.
Does anybody have one?
I might have a diamond. Hold on, let me check my
I
inventory.
have a flawed diamond for 100 gold pieces, and I have a diamond ring.
I do have a
for-
diamond.
All right,
Oh.
give me a dexterity check to see if you can get it to him, because that minute deadline's coming up.
Oh, I've
you want
got
me to do a dexterity check?
How expensive
To
does
see
the
how
diamond have to be?
quickly you can get the diamond to
300
him.
gold pieces.
Yep, nope, don't have that. I got a 50 gold diamond.
All right. He hands you that diamond, and you're at 58 seconds in.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast it.
Okay.
need
Give me
to
a
make
spellcasting ability check.
Right. Oh, that's a 9.
Ooh.
Oh, can I use my 1 point of inspiration?
You may.
What? Well, okay. Never mind. That
That's a
works out anyway.
21.
Okay, and with that, he returns to life. So it looks like we're pretty much. It looks like we're kind of done with YouTube, guys. I can't get any of the music bots to work, and I just added another one, but it just only works with Spotify. So I'm gonna have to go on Spotify for any further music.
Yeah, whatever. No big deal to me.
Yeah.
And
Well,
by the way,
Surprised I actually had a diamond worth of 300 gold pieces.
while they're all like scrambling to use Revivify on them within 1 minute, I'm going to just kind of whistle and not.
Ow!
Holy
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Good. Holy
Oh
crap.
god.
My earballs!
How do I
Okay, I
turn it
turned the
off?
volume down. Hopefully, y'all turn the volume down as well.
Yes.
Anyway,
You say.
as they're frantically scrambling to revivify them, I'm just gonna stand back and whistle and pretend that I don't have the ability to use Raise Dead on them if they've died within 1 hour and bring them back, and that I don't have 2 diamonds, each worth
I'm-
500 gold. Like,
I
yeah,
love-
great job, guys. Thumbs up.
Raised Dead, doesn't it just turn him to a zombie, or is it actually
No,
bring him
no,
back
it's an
to
actual
life?
resurrection.
Oh,
It's the next
shit.
level up from Revivify.
Yeah,
Oh,
if I get
yeah.
to you guys within 1 hour of dying, I can bring you back.
Sweet.
And I purchased when I
Noted.
first started the diamonds for it, so that I'd be ready to revive if I needed to.
Sweet. Now we have somebody else other than Neston who can revive. Alright, Neston, you're pretty much useless. Go on somewhere.
And that's what I
Goodbye.
joined. I was going to be the healer, so I decided to go with the support bard.
Of course, of course. It just throws
Well,
Neston into the wind.
most games Tony's only shadow playing Neston, so
Yeah. Anyway.
still definitely needed.
I am going to do one thing before I do anything, and that is check out this keep, man. I want to examine this shit, and I want to go to the roof after that.
Are we taking a long rest here at the keep and
Sure,
leveling up
yeah.
to 17?
Yep.
Well, I
So-
want to make sure get the DM's approval for long resting and leveling up.
Oh yeah, I mean, all the only requirement is they have to take a long rest to level up.
We're a long rest.
So
Are people going to sleep, Gavin?
I would assume so.
Oh.
I'm checking out the keep first.
So, investigating this keep, Bon, you, so, let me think. For starters, it is quite spacious. So, investigating this ground floor, you find an area that could probably be repurposed to like some kind of kitchen. There's a main den, and on top of that, there's probably half a dozen different rooms, just small rooms, likely meant for storage. When you take it up to the next story of the house, this looks to be like a residential, like a lodging type of area with probably a dozen different rooms that. And you can also renovate this place as you want. You could knock down some walls if you want to, but there's probably about a dozen different rooms with beds, drawers, like bookshelves. Going up the next floor, it looks like there are areas that are just kind of blank open spaces. You can make them anything you want to. About, we'll say, probably 5 or 6 large rooms. One looks like it could be like a main dining hall if that's what you wanted it to be. Places that could be workshops. Really anything. Continuing to investigate this keep, you don't really notice anything already here. It looks like it's kind of sparsely furnished, but it's not completely bare. But if you're looking for like magic items and stuff like that, there's nothing that's just kind of chilling here. But you have yourself a very large space. And on top of that, when you go to the roof, you notice this long walkway that just kind of goes out to nothing. And you imagine this area would probably be a really good place to set up a ship dock.
Okay. All right.
So there's
Gavin?
there just so happens to be like a big old catwalk on top of his castle.
It looks like it might have been where at one point connected to another tower, but perhaps over the ages that tower has dilapidated, so now it's just an open catwalk. But at the very least, it could be used for that kind of purpose, and especially with some additional construction done to the main keep.
Hey, Gavin, I've been meaning to ask you, where is Mefrit through all this? Is she back on the ship?
Oh, their slave.
Mefrit,
Oh.
she is a prisoner with
Indentured
jobs,
servant.
okay?
Yeah,
Indentured
well,
servant.
that's not her name anymore. You guys, or Marte changed it to Andrasia.
Oh, that's right. He did change it to Andrasia. Yeah, sorry. Where's Andrasia?
Feedback on the ship.
She's on your ship. Yeah, she's on your ship, but your
Okay.
ship isn't here with
God,
you at
y'all
the
played
moment.
too much whatever that Starfield.
What is that? A character from Starfield?
Yeah, Andrasia is like the only
She's the
attractive
waifu.
character in Starfield.
Oh, okay.
She's the only companion you get as over time your companions give you gifts. She's the only companion that just gives you straight up money.
Also, she's not annoying and disapproving of
Every little
Murder.
thing you do.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
so
doesn't dislike everything you do.
The exact
quick
opposite
thing.
of the companion now.
All right, quick thing. So, Gavin, I have a spire seed, and I want to plant this somewhere. I would like to plant it on top of the keep, and basically making it another addition to the keep.
Hey,
You want to
so
plant it on
if,
top of the keep?
If
Yeah.
I might, Gavin said that the catwalk on the top of the castle looked like it led to another tower. Is there like the remnants of like a foundation for that tower down there at the bottom that he could plant the spire seed?
There is.
Could you not plant it like right off to the side of the top of the castle instead of on top of it? Because or else you're just gonna have roots growing through your entire castle.
I think it'd be kind of cool, but yeah, I could do that. Yeah, so I plant it, and this thing takes a spell or a attunement slot. So I'm gonna unattuned to my boots of flying and attune to this thing.
Well, when we're talking about suicide, did you get your gun back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
all right.
did.
Okay.
Can we also take a pee break intermittently while leveling up and long resting?
No.
Because I really need to pee.
Hold it.
Yeah, hold it.
Man! I'm an old man. I have a small bladder and enlarged prostate. Okay?
Nice.
I'm okay with a quick 5-minute pee break as well. So we'll be back in 5.
Okay, I'm attuning to that. I cannot go into any other dimension for the next however months.
Can't take you to the other shop, dude.
Do what?
Remember, I was going to take you to the other shop in the other dimension so you get your leather?
Yeah, he said the next. He said the next. Well, he did also say the next shop I go to, or the next couple of shops I go to, there'll be a magical
Sure.
item that I would want. So, I think he's giving it to me. How many months do I have to wait? Because this
I'm
spire
pretty
keep
sure.
actually
I'm
pretty
pretty sure
sick.
he said that item is in some shop somewhere. Pretty sure those were his exact words.
No, he said the next shop or the next couple shops or whatever. I don't know.
By the
Whatever,
way,
I'll find
who's
it
good
somewhere.
at chopping up Tarrasque parts? Because I assume that's going to be worth something.
Definitely not Nesty.
You know, Big Papa probably would have been good at it, but he gone.
If I could aim appropriately, I could probably get it done. But Lord knows I've
Oh,
been.
okay. I can go to another dimension. I just can't stay in that dimension for more than a day.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's fine. You don't need a whole day to go.
We'll just have to go in the evening because I can only shift dimensions once a day. No,
Oh, are you
actually,
gonna
I can.
plane shift to Milo's mother-in-law's house?
Yeah, no. Actually, I can't plane shift more than once a day. I forgot I used a higher spell slot.
So,
Which one is Mother's house? Hold on.
question.
That's in Dis. That's the
So-
tuning fort to Dis.
Can y'all check out that item right there that
Okay.
it just dropped a link? Hopefully y'all can. So after the 1 month, do I still have to be attuned to this thing, or can I be unattuned to it?
Should be able to unattune.
It takes root. Takes 1 month for the seed to fully grow. If you are dead for longer than 1 minute, you are in a different energy distance from the seed. For only 1 day, the tree will die. Sure. Ugh.
Yeah, once open, your attunement to the seed ends. So once you open the door after it's basically, you grow it. There's a dryad, and when you go to open the door to go to your keeping for the first time, you're no longer attuned to it.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
300 feet tall with a 20-foot radius. It tapers generally towards the top of a tree. 300 feet tall. How is there only 10 floors and a 300-foot tall?
Vaulted ceilings.
Oh, yeah. This is a mighty,
Hey,
mighty
question, Gavin.
vault.
How tall is my keep?
Well, I did establish it was about the same height as the Tarrasque, so about 90 feet.
90 feet. Okay, this seed goes to 300 feet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's about 20 stories.
So we'll say your keep is. We'll just round it out at like 100. Say the Tarrasque
Okay.
was like almost as tall as your keep. We'll just round out and say it was like 100 feet.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Alright. Yeah. So, yeah, this... Okay. So, I dropped the item if you want to look at it, Gavin. Just so
Spires.
you
How did you? Oh, that came from the Forbidden Vault, didn't it?
I think so. I think, I think Raven picked it up, and then Bond picked it up after Raven died.
There was one point you guys almost sold this thing. I remember.
Yeah, I was close to selling it, but then Brandon convinced me not to.
Or I think it was Marte that convinced you not to sell it.
No, it was Brandon. Brandon was like, dude, you
Okay.
could grow that next to your keep or on your keep or whatever and just have a fucking treehouse. 300 foot tall treehouse.
That's like 20 stories.
Yeah, that's
Those
like
are some like
our
super
bunker.
vaulted ceilings. Each ceiling has to be at least 20, 25 feet.
Hey, can someone remind me what button I need to hit to start going to the level up? Like to do the level up?
So,
yeah, you just open up your character sheet and go to main page.
Yeah, so what you want to do specifically is you want to click the magnifying glass on the same blank where it says like Bard 16
I see it.
directly
Okay.
next to your proficiency bonus. Open
Gotcha.
that up. Open up Bard, like click the red dragon of Bard onto that screen, and then on the red dragon of the Bard that you just opened up, drag that back onto your character sheet. I know it's convoluted, but that's the best way to do it.
Wait, so I hit the magnifying glass, grab the bard next to, or grab the dragon next to Bard. Oh wait, I already did it. Never mind.
There you go.
level
Yeah, I
13,
did it.
Yeah. Okay. So now I have to do my swapping spells and all like that, right?
In fact, just for brevity's sake, everyone go ahead and level themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Gavin,
Well, what does that
What's up?
mean for
level
me?
me up. I don't do that.
Gotcha.
I'll wreck it.
I don't know what that means for me.
Yeah, let me do that.
Spells.
There you go. You are. And so, a moment that I have been dreading for a long time.
Oh, 9th level
This is when
spells.
people get 9th level spells.
Not me.
Shit. How do I access spells? How do I?
What'd you roll stealth for?
Just to do it. Look at my pluses.
God bless. Never sneak into anything, damn.
So, Bon, you sink into the shadows and disappear when suddenly it appears as though time stops, as not even time can find you anymore. In fact, you've become so stealthy that you can't even find yourself.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
am I? Where am I? What am I?
Uh-huh. Oh, by the way, I can't roll lower than a 10 anymore.
Yeah, so your minimum for stealth is a 27. Congratulations.
Hey, Gavin, I think I messed up my hit points somehow.
How so?
I don't know. I only have 119 hit points.
You've just taken the average the whole time, right?
Yeah, just the average.
All right, then that makes it really that makes this easy.
On the notes, it said my max HP at level 10 is 102,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that's right.
Yeah, so that makes this easy to calculate. Your hit dice is a D8, so that's 8 plus
Oh, yours is really simple.
3. That's 11, and then that's 11 plus
So when you crit,
8 times 16.
where's it? Yeah,
You do
Your
an
max
extra
HP
damage.
should be
Anytime
139.
you crit now, you throw an
139.
extra 3 dice.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Then how does Lucas have more HP than me?
Oh,
He
I did.
cheats.
Actually, I did yours wrong. It's not supposed to be that high. I was thinking your con was 16. Your con is 14. So that's
Yeah.
10 plus
That's
Roll an
30
extra 3
minus
dice.
what? 32 points.
7 times 16. Should be 122.
Wait, so how did my rolls go to 17? They were literally at a 15 and they went to 17.
Because that's with expertise. Expertise doubles your proficiency bonus. So it
Oh,
should
does
go
our
up by 2.
proficiency bonus 5 now?
Ooh.
6.
It's 6 now.
Oh, it's still saying 5 on my
Welcome
sheet.
to the epic game. Level 17 is epic levels.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's still saying
My spell
5
DC
on
just
mine.
became 21, which means all my potions DC just became 21.
All
Can
your
I-
new potions going forward, previous ones that you have made, keep the DC that it was whenever you
I
made
don't,
it.
like, I'm gonna mark that of which ones are which. Jeebus.
So my proficiency bonus
it.
still says 5 plus 5. I don't know how to.
Let me look.
change to 6.
It's your main damage
No,
die.
it's showing. I see it as plus 6. It's,
I think
Oh.
it says
D-
plus
Oh,
6.
sorry,
it's
that's
D12,
I was
so you
looking at
roll an extra
arrows. My bad.
D12 whenever you
Yeah.
crit.
Let me just again.
So as you all sleep
So
in the
what
night,
9th
you
level
hear a
spell are you
roaring
picking, Lee?
coming from above the
I have to
castle.
Very
get used to
simple for
calling you
barbarian.
that.
Well, I'm taking Psychic Scream, and then I'm also swapping Polymorph for True Polymorph.
Ah,
that's a
okay.
good one.
Also,
Yeah, that
I'm
is a
gonna
good one.
I'm gonna dig into that book, the
Oh.
Laycaller Songbook.
You guys have the day. This is like early afternoon.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
to,
gonna do the whole 16 hours in the Laycaller Songbook so I can unlock the spell I want to get.
hey,
Okay.
Gavin, are we nixing the rule that we had in campaign 1? I know you kind of did before. That is polymorph going to work on him? Because I just wanted him to know that before he
wait,
picks
that's right.
it.
Does that actually work on me? Polymorph or
shouldn't.
no?
I mean, I'm sticking with the rules as written for that. If you're immune to it, then no.
That's how it was for me in campaign 1. I played a changeling, and that was my 9th level spell.
However, I'm looking at the version of changeling that he's using,
Yeah,
and I don't see.
I'm not a shape. The thing is, I'm not a shape changer. I'm a changeling.
Well, they count as a shape changer, but even still, let's see. Oh, that's right. That detail that says it wouldn't work on him comes from the spell description, not from the changeling description. I think we figured that out.
What do you want to
So-
roll for your hit points? Okay. I'm telling Gavin.
Okay.
So I can't use that on myself. Is that right?
No, you are a shape changer. As a changeling, you are a shape changer.
I feel like that's like two different things. Like there's shape. I don't know. I thought that
Let
was
me-
a specific thing.
Anytime you want, I can look up the Jeremy Crawford ruling. So I can do that on this if you would like me to.
I don't know what that is, but sure. 'Cause now
Just
I'm like
the
curious.
rule maker for the 5th editions.
A shape changer. What? Oh, a creature is a shape changer if they have the monster subtype shape changer.
Oddly specific, but alright.
You don't technically
a shape
have a
changer
monster.
never has a
subtype.
true form. It is constantly changing and shifting and never has a true form. I actually do have a true form. I don't think that does apply to me.
Considering that PCs cannot carry with them a monster subclass, I don't know. I would say you can be true polymorph because you're not a monster.
Yeah, in order to be a shape changer, it's a monster subtype called shape changer where you're constantly shifting and changing. It's not
Yeah,
the same
'cause
thing as a changeling that can alter how they look.
So by raw, if you can only be a humanoid. If you're anything other than a humanoid, unless you're like a Dampier or the undead one that gives you like those undead
All right,
traits.
I found the
then you
Jeremy
become-
Crawford ruling. It says, in Eberron, changelings have the shape changer trait. That means a changeling is indeed a shape changer.
Yeah, but it.
That's an Eberron?
Right, but the spell, if you get into the specifics of the spell, it says with a monster trait. Like, but he's not a monster; he's a humanoid. He just has the trait to be able to shapeshift, but his subclass isn't actually shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but technically I agree with you on the fact that like no creature has that, but
Like it's not that I am a shape changer.
no.
It's that I have the skill shape changer, whereas in action I can change my appearance. But my description isn't as a shape changer. That's not like
this is the lead rules designer of D&D that's saying that changelings count as shape changers.
well, maybe I should pick a different spell then. Well, actually, no, I can still transform someone into a dragon, someone else into a dragon. No, I'll just keep it. I'll keep it. I just gotta remember I can't use it on myself.
So, and that's the cool thing is, unlike regular polymorph, like, no, you can actually players technically have a CR or whatever their level is. So when they hit level 20, you can make them like an ancient bronze dragon.
I think at level
ancient
17,
brass
I
dragon,
can
I
make
think it
him
is.
an ancient bronze dragon.
What's that?
I think at level 17 I can make him an ancient bronze dragon.
You can do
20.
an adult gold as 17,
Is that what it
which is
is?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
The lowest ranking ancient dragon is the brass dragon, which is 20. So when people hit level 20, you can turn them into an ancient brass dragon. Or you can just turn them into a chair. Like, you can literally turn them into any object, period.
Yeah, it's still a pretty strong skill.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I loved it. And
Yeah, because if one of you is super low on health, I can just turn you into a dragon, an adult dragon, and let you wreck some shit.
So who
Sean,
here
you
has
remember the brief
teleportation
period of time where
rifle?
you played as one, what was his, Slick Wingback or whatever his name was? You played a character where in their backstory, he was a person that was polymorphed into, what was it, a halfling from a
Yeah.
wingback chair?
Yep, Suede Wingback.
Yeah, yeah.
He was literally a chair that got turned into a person. That was my adventure.
Also, FYI, with that book, one of the because I get two things that I can add, and one of them
Yes.
that I'm adding is the wish spell.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you
So
get
that's
that
what you're
thing.
picking.
Yeah.
Hold, the only requirement, can bards get wish ordinarily? If they cannot, then
Yes.
absolutely you can do that.
We can't
Yes.
get wish ordinarily, so I get the wish, and it's always prepared. And let's see,
Bards can get
it doesn't
wish.
count against the
No,
number of
wish
spells
is
I'm
only
preparing.
on the sorcerer and wizard spell list. It is not on the bard spell list.
Oh, okay.
So absolutely you can do that.
Boom, got wish.
So, I want to talk to the what is his name? Daldor, Didor,
Hey, can I? Can I?
Didor, Ding.
Dovahkiin
Can I
Vasnari.
say something before we get into more RP?
Well, real quick, sorry guys, for the level ups.
Level up
Kelly
her.
is she is raising her hand.
Yes.
Oh,
Kelly
my
would
bad.
like to roll for her hit dice.
Yes. Absolutely. So if that's the case, before you level yourself up, oh, you already did. You remember what your hit points was before?
Yeah, 172. Like, I haven't rolled anything, I just changed the level.
Oh, okay. Let me make sure you didn't miss out on any class features, because if you just change the number, it won't add like new class features
The
that you
only
would have
thing,
gotten
her
that
brutal
level.
critical goes to 3 dice. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, you don't get anything until Indomitable Might at level 18. Which, that is pretty badass. Indomitable Might? Okay, anyway. Yes, you may roll. You can re-roll once. So if you roll, just hope you don't, roll a 2. Knock on wood.
Roll it in the chat.
A D12.
Do I need to roll my hit dice as well, or did it just automatically give me extra health?
It automatically, I give people the option to roll if they would like to.
No, I don't need to. I just want to make sure.
Just one.
So now I guess
I don't know where that
Tony's
was
thing.
going, but that did not land where it was supposed to go.
Well, you rolled low, so we let that one then go in the chat box.
I know. Don't want to stick.
You gotta throw it in the box. You can't throw it at the box. It's digital.
I took that book out of my inventory, by the way.
Sweet.
Still roll the average.
Nice.
Oh no,
Yeah,
sure,
it's
not a
not-
No,
six.
the average is 7
Yeah,
for that. So
I thought it was a 6
plus-
when I was looking at it from a distance.
So
Plus my-
9
Plus the
plus 4 is
Constitution.
13. So that goes up to you gain 13 hit points.
Yay.
Not too shabby.
185.
Yep. Cool.
Does anyone here know the spell teleportation circle?
Yes, Anon does.
Yeah, Anon
So
knows it.
I can cast Forbiddance on the grounds of the castle to block like
Do we still have hit points?
teleportation to the grounds and stuff like that, and we could just have a teleportation circle.
Oh,
So if
I
somebody
meant
wants to
to.
teleport here. they
Thank
can
you for the
teleport
reminder,
outside
Bon.
the city.
On the roof, you also find a teleportation circle with a clearly in a ring around it. The sigil sequence is displayed, so you could, or Bon could record the sigil sequence.
Yeah, I'll record the sigil sequence, and then I'll get Anon to record it. That way, if I have it, I can hand it to somebody if I want them to have access to my base.
Do you speak Draconic?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then I'll say you could write it down accurately. Most arcane text is in either Elvish or Draconic. In this instance, that's in Draconic.
I speak Draconic, Elvish, Katorian, and yeah.
It's
I think a
Katorian.
couple.
What? Yeah, what is that?
The one that was the Asian planet or the Asian world or
Oh,
whatever.
Karaturian.
Karaturian, yeah, that thing.
I speak Klingon.
And then, well,
Huttonese.
Zach, what is the other new language that I just picked up from these people?
Zirakai.
Zerakai. Oh yeah, Zerakai. Whatever. Okay, cool. I also speak that now too.
Can we just
So-
go get one of their translator boxes and not even speak anything?
Exactly. We'll just put all our languages in there, you know.
You would
So,
imagine you've only ever seen them have the one.
The only thing that Nessun is going to do
Just
is cast
replicate it.
Forbiddance.
Okay.
Just to stop anybody while we're taking this long rest from teleporting in and bothering us again.
So how long does that last?
A day.
Oh. Okay.
Doesn't it become permanent if you cast it like every day for a year or something?
30 days. Every day on the same location for 30 days.
Ah,
becomes
that's
permanent.
I know what you're gonna be doing for the next 30 days.
Not hanging out here. Actually, there is a city that has Forbiddance already posted up in it in Alarath. I will give you all a point of inspiration if anybody from campaign 1 can tell me what city that is.
And it's
Yeah,
the
I
Dwarvish City.
approve of this.
Nope, it's not a Dwarvish
No.
city.
Just
Actually, I
give
think
you
it
a
was
hint,
before
I've
Nick's
mentioned it
time.
once already in this game.
So I think
Oh.
Sean and Kelly are the only ones
Oh.
that would really truly know. Because it was when we first brought Brandon into the game.
Oh, is it Sea Shroud?
told me to go to? What's the city that Valastrious told me to go to?
You sure?
No, that's Stormhaven.
Stormhaven, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
no.
Dwarf City. No, it's Sea Shroud because he was
Yeah.
wardening it off from like all the evil crap.
All the vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a permanent forbiddance from undead. So I don't even think you can teleport to that city anymore.
You could teleport just outside of it, but yeah, not directly to the city.
Sean, you get my imaginary inspiration point.
Yay!
Yay!
well, he can't have inspiration. I'm pretty sure he's full on it.
Sean, you get
It's
100 gold.
imaginary.
Yay!
Huzzah! Bond, you can hold on to my 100 gold.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Hey, that adds up.
Don't worry, I'm sure I'll ask him for it at some point when I need
Oh
something
yeah,
to buy.
sure. All good. Inventory. I'm adding it. Don't
I
get me
yeah,
said
wrong.
you
can't-
could.
I can't wait to get to the next little town.
So,
If we're
To-
snoozing,
to-
I will say I will continue to do my usual thing because we never talked about us actual sleeping. I'll still go through everybody's room and I'll ritual cast alarm just to let everybody have some extra means of security while we're in this new
Okay.
place.
I will say, just to give you guys some information in order to guide yourselves with. I did say your next destination is going to be your choice. So a couple things. You do know for a fact that Valastrious was definitely trying to lead you towards Stormhaven. The only major group headquartered out of Stormhaven that you're familiar with is the Order of Shield and Light. So I will add one thing as well, in that when Anand, this is for Marte whenever he views the stream, when he would have seen that image of, like, basically of a tower in the background of him knowing where he needs to go and what he needs to do. This particular version of the tower, this particular tower was in a very Arctic and like a tundra type biome. A lot of blowing, whistling wind and snow. So, as well as Bon, as far as you, as you're
Yes.
settling in for the night, what would you be doing? What does Bon do to pass the time when he's just has nothing else to do and he just wants to entertain himself?
Well, one, I was gonna go talk to the one guy. I want to do some of that, but I would be making the C4 bombs, the ones that I can sell.
So you settle in, and as you start making these C4s, you pick up the screwdriver, and as you're about to take your spanner to your pieces to assemble this, your hand starts shaking as you see a mental image of just Valastrious in rapid fashion flashing into your head. And you drop the spanner. You just can't focus.
You serious?
And immediately following that, you see an image flash in your head of a dwarvish city, which you have been to once before that you recognize as the city of Stormhaven.
Okay, I go and I try to do it again.
Your chest burns with a burning fire as you notice 5 holes in your chest.
Which burned.
And once again, your
Burns.
hand starts shaking
Shut
and you
up.
drop the spanner.
So wait, I see 5 holes
Yeah,
in my
he
chest.
put his fingers in your chest after he did this
Oh.
little mental thing to you.
Okay, hold up. I would have never agreed to this shit.
It doesn't matter whether you agreed to it or not. He was going to do it either way.
What the fuck? How long? So I gotta go to Stormhaven before I can
And once
craft
again,
anything?
when you feel that singeing pain in your chest, you see the image of Stormhaven in your head again.
Motherfucker, dude. If I ever get the chance.
Just with that thought, you feel one of the holes in your chest start to burn for a second.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I just could have fucked to bed. Oh, Vaughn is very pissed because you basically, kind of like with Lucas and his potion making, it's one of his things, it's one of his character things, and friggin', he just took that away from him, so, yeah.
For Bond, being an engineer and a mechanic is all he is. That's
Yeah.
everything to
You
That's
Bond.
not all
Yeah,
he
you
is.
basically- Well, it's not all I am, but it's like...
No, but it's
one of my
it's
major...
you. It's who you are.
Exactly. It's
Hey,
what
be
I
careful
do.
who you're talking to. That's 289 man over there.
I didn't mean that in the way it sounded, but like that's Bond's identity.
That's like telling Tony Hawk he's the Ollie man, and that's all he is.
Okay, you know what? Actually, I get Lucas in here,
Hey, what's up, man?
and I attempt to try to pick up a hammer and whatever my and I attempt to do it, and before like I actually get to feeling the pain, just when the glowing of the 5 holes or whatever appear on my chest, Wait, so do they just appear to me, or do they actually physically appear to somebody else?
No, it looks like an electric cigarette lighter in a car on your chest in each of those
Okay.
locations.
So I show Lucas, and how do I get rid of
Okay,
this?
that's a thing.
That's a problem.
Well,
It happens every single time I've tried to craft something, Lucas. This is not okay. This
You-
is not okay.
it might be a thing you might want to talk about with Neston. Let me give this a go. I'm pretty sure this is not going to go well, but for science or magic,
Science.
the magic of science of magic. I don't know.
You know what? This is what got me into this. Maybe it can get it out.
I'm going to take my
Get me
wand
out of
and I'm
here.
going to tap his chest with it, and I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on it.
Lucas, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, I love you guys.
Fucking Valastrious.
Con saves, I have advantage, so that's cool.
Angel of Death should have killed that motherfucker.
And you know what? I have not used a luck point today. Look at this thing. I'm going to go ahead and use my luck point. Roll this
You
again
have
with
used
advantage.
luck points.
What's that?
You have used luck points against the Tarask.
No, Big Pappy used luck points against him. Lucas never did, because
Oh.
Lucas just ran off after he cast haste and was like staying way far away. Big Pappy went through all of his luck points.
I'm sorry, you all have too many characters.
Yep. 29.
Okay, with that, you only take 15 points of slashing damage as you see just in an instant these open wounds just explode across your body as your clothes are immediately soaked with your own blood.
Ew.
Okay.
As soon as that
Do the
happens,
Dispel Magic
I call
take
down
any
for it.
effect at this?
No, it does
Do
not.
I know what kind of even if I can't do anything about this, like, is this gonna be some like ancient magic bullshit again?
You're still on the ancient magic.
I fucking hate ancient magic. It's super
He's
racist.
pretty stoved up. We hear about it all the time.
Give
He's
me an
not
Arcana
happy about it.
check.
can I assist him
I
on
gotta
this?
hear any more about some
No,
bullshit
this is just going
ancient
to be a
magic.
him thing.
Well, how about if I give him a
23.
bardic inspiration?
Okay, so he wouldn't need it in this instance. So with a 23, yeah, this is a incredibly powerful curse. You don't even think anybody on the Council of Witches would be capable of any of this kind of magic. This is something that exceeds what conventional magic is even capable of. This is beyond what would even be possible by somebody who can cast the in-game equivalent of like a 9th level spell. This is inaccessible to most mortal wizards. Somebody like this would have to have the assistance of the goddess of magic herself to be powerful enough to pull off magic like this.
Alright, so
All I
this
see
is
is
bullshit
Stormhaven.
incarnate.
I proceed to tell Lucas, all I see after I do this and it goes away is Stormhaven.
Alright, I guess Stormhaven it is.
Yeah.
Trying to see. I got nothing to even mediate this. I don't think. No. I don't expect me to, but I have a lot of random things that sort of just digging through my bags of like, here's some jeweler kits, here's a cheese knife, here's a cursed everything and everything. I got a lot of cursed stuff. I don't really take curses away. That's not my thing.
No, righty then.
Oh.
Well, you know. Well, thanks anyways, Lucas.
I'm telling you, man, it's just bullshit ancient magic. I don't make the rules.
I have no doubt. Well, unfortunately, I'm not even able to craft anything, so the limited amount of bullets I've got, unless I use normal or buy normal bullets, that's what I got. I can't do anything. I can't build anything.
This is what I will do. When I become powerful enough to cast Wish, my wish is going to remove ancient magic from existence. It will not be a thing anymore.
I think that's a wonderful plan, Lucas.
I don't care if I lose Wish. It'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it. And we'll remove everybody's memory of ancient magic.
With this, Lucas is just gonna like kick his heel and just bullshit ancient magic, and he goes off to his room.
You're still heavily bleeding.
Takes his wand and just casts healing word on himself, I guess.
Okay.
And if you still have wish after that, maybe we should do something about that stupid magi. Anyways,
Every time Vaughn insults the Magi, his wounds bleed.
fuck.
Stains his clothes again. It's like it's green, like ick that comes out.
Bond never really has vengeance, but this is getting very close to him wanting to get vengeance. Like, Bond doesn't have really ill will to most people, other than a couple, but this is getting really, really on the edge of...
Bond's gonna try to shoot at Valastrious, and in the process shoots himself in the face as the bullet appears right behind your head.
Yeah, a drive-by. It's gonna be... Anyway, no, once I take control of the Dark Suns, it's literally going to be
All-out war?
All-out genocide war against the Magi.
Magi versus the Dark Suns. I'd like to see that.
More like the
Sounds like
Spelljammer Squad.
It sounds like a lot of meteor swarms.
Anyways, so can we get to the RP with the
Yes,
alien
absolutely.
dude?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you were seeking out the alien dude, and anybody else be thinking about any RP stuff you wanted to get done? Once that's all, once it's all done with, we'll forward to whatever it is that you guys decide to do after the fact in the morning. So yes, looking for Cleavor, right?
Yeah, Cleavor. I'm looking for Cleaver.
Leave it to Cleaver.
Leave it to Cleaver. I was going to say the thing.
Cleaver.
But yeah, you find him.
Oh, Cleavor.
He seems distant as he's just eating a bowl of what looks like to be some kind of soup, and he's like, the food of this world tastes strange.
Yes, you'll get used to it. I'm sorry about that whole thing. Unfortunately, that is, and I kind of explained what the Magi is and how they came to form, and well, what I know of it. I believe I know some deal of it because I honestly I would have probably done a little bit of research just because we're talking with the High Argonaut or not High Argonaut,
The Archmage.
Archmage, yeah. Talking to him as Bond. I know I didn't say it, but I've probably done some research into him. Bond does his research. He uses his connections. That's what Bond does. Unless that fucker gonna take that away from me.
He says in a very just monotone voice, he's like, back in that room, you promised us safety if they had chosen to kill every single one of us, including yourself. Is there anything you could have done? And he hasn't even looked at you yet.
Unfortunately, where I'm at right now, my friend, I don't believe I could have done anything in that moment. But I will say, he is not an enemy of us, and nor unless I know I can take him on, will he become an enemy of us. And at that point, he will only target me. He won't target, I believe, anything else. He is as far as I can see, obviously he didn't slaughter you all when that one guy shot at you. He just targeted the one guy. So when he has a target in mind, that's the one he goes after. He doesn't go after anybody else. He's a very one-track mind person as far as the interaction we had today with him.
He says to you, it was so easy for him. All he said was die, and that was it. Are there others in this world who command such power?
Yes, but a lot of those people are our allies, and only a few of them are our enemies. And the ones that are our enemies are kind of like what your world with the humans are trying to take over this world for themselves, but we are actually successful in defeating them. so far. And we will stay successful. For my group is part of the Heroes Guild. It's an organization per se, not necessarily organization. We are a group of people that have extraordinary abilities that are for the safety of this world.
So you live in a world where such is necessary. Without powerful individuals to protect you, to defend the masses, there are beings in this world that would surely mean its demise. That is what you are telling me.
Yes. And my group is one of those beings that are able to protect. We are actually one of the highest ranking people in this group of adventurers. They called the Heroes Guild.
So did you have anything that you wish to ask of me?
Yes, I would like you to. I know, understand this whole situation with this guy coming in right now really may discourage you from staying here, but I openly invite you staying and I kind of point out to the houses that are out there. There's houses out there, right? There's places to stay.
Yeah, I mean, like, probably like a dozen or so different, like, structures on the compound, many of which are just big enough to just be like, you know, kind of like a storage shelter or a shed. But I mean, there's other buildings on this complex.
Create your own town. Create your own civilization. This is and I take them over to the seed, the spire seed that I planted next to the keep.
Doesn't that take time to grow?
Yes, I take them over to the seedling. I take them over to that. It takes a month.
Okay.
So, and I take them over to this. Eventually, this will grow into a strong fortress, 300 feet tall tree in the sky, guarded by guardians. This is one
And
of
just
our
in this one night, this tree is about like the size of like a 10-foot tall like sapling. So it's already has a decent size to it.
I've already planted this as a seed and see how far it's grown. And it'll be a basically safe haven for if you do get attacked here, go to this once this is fully grown and the month it takes it to grow. This will be your safe haven. This will be where you go if this place does get attacked, because it will take somebody probably as strong or stronger than that guy right there that just came in to take this place down.
Very well. I wish to send someone with you, if that is okay when you leave here.
That is yes, I do have a ship. By the way, DM, question for the DM. Could I know that's not a full docking stationed up there at the top of the keep, but could I still potentially dock my ship there?
Yeah, I mean, you could like throw out like a rope bridge or something and have somebody help you, at the
I
very least, for
will.
the ship to be accessible.
So, does anybody have the message, or how far can message travel? Could it go to Missville?
60 feet. You're looking
need
for
a-
sending.
Yeah, I need sending. I go to Neston. Neston, do you know sending?
Hello, Bon.
Hey, Mom. Hey, bud. What's up?
Good to talk to you again.
Yeah. I mean, you've been kind of traveling us with this. Oh, that's right. You did just join us with the Tarrasque.
Hey, you popped
So
in the
hard to
middle
keep
of
up
a
with
trash
everybody.
fight, dude.
That's right.
Yes, I've been with you the whole time. Y'all just ignored me.
Oh, it's okay, bud.
Usual. How
Yeah.
can I help you?
Is there any way you can cast sending?
Yeah.
All right. Can you cast sending to
Missville?
No.
Describe this person.
Guy on the ship.
Jason?
Jason. Yeah, Jason. I don't know why I was blanking on his name. Yes, can you send a message to Jason and tell him to bring the ship to the keep that had the Tarrasque in it?
I could. Yes.
Yes, Neston, if you'd be so kind to do it. Do you need anything to cast that?
No.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, just let him know where the Trask has been killed, and he is safe to come to the keep. To south, north, east, west?
Well, this would be west.
West.
You would be
to the
west
west.
from where you were.
To the west.
Bun,
If
may I examine you?
That's a weird question.
Sure. Could I say I'd done this after I realized and figured out what was going on with the chest thing?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. So
Okay.
that's already happened. Now that
Okay,
you're
alright,
going and
cool.
talking to Neston, yeah.
Okay, cool. I look over at Cleavor. Cleavor. Can you give us the room for a minute, please?
Very well.
Alright.
As he leaves.
Okay.
I look
and
around
as-
first. I look around for Voss. Is Voss anywhere near? Because he gets kind of like handsy.
I do not get handsy, thank you very much.
He gets handsy with his eyes.
I am not that kind of bard. I am not one that is going to hit everything that moves. Thank you very much. Only into
some
women,
things that move.
not into men. FYI, not that kind of bard.
Okay,
So,
anyways.
Neston actually looks pretty feminine for an elf. Like you
Yeah.
probably couldn't tell the difference other than like chest and hips
Yes,
between
no,
the female paladins and
I
the
can
males.
tell the difference.
I did want to.
I mean, with elves, it can be a little bit difficult. Just gonna say.
like Legolas from Lord of the Rings was a very pretty man, but you can still tell he's a man.
Yes, Neston, I did want to show you something. And I try to pick up a hammer and use it, or tools and use them to craft something.
And the searing pain of the holes in your chest immediately ignite, and you find it difficult to focus.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of people that have performance issues. I'm sure Voss has something that can help you with that.
No, this
But
only happened after.
To be completely honest, Bon, I can feel the corruption. I can feel the essence coming from you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do like a medicine check, but also kind of like I'm not proficient in Arcana, but I feel like I know enough about curses to kind of. Is there like a mix I can do between like a medicine check plus like some type of Arcana check? Maybe religion?
We'll just say this is a medicine thing.
Okay. So I'll examine his wounds. Do I kind of glean the
24.
same thing as Lucas, or
You do. From a medical standpoint, this is caused by incomprehensibly powerful magic. I mean, far beyond conventional means.
would I know anybody that could potentially?
The only way that you're going to get rid of this is through divine magic, and there's only one person in the world whose divine magic is even somewhat remotely comparable in power to Valastrious' arcane magic.
Draconon is the only person that I would know
She is probably the most powerful practitioner of divine magic in the world. She's not as powerful in her divine magic as Valastrious is in his arcane magic, but she is very powerful.
Okay. Well, Bon, I have some good news and bad news, if you would like. Oh, by the way, I'm going to walk out of the room with my clipboard, and I'm going to sit outside the room for probably about 47 minutes before I go back in, just to like keep him in that waiting period, like doctors normally do.
Well, then that's going to be like, is Bond going to sit around in the same room for 47 minutes?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell him to stay in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a normal doctor, I got to get my coat on and everything.
Sure.
And then I'll go back in when he's really uncomfortable.
Are you like literally wearing like a white coat?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
pull it out of my bag. And I'll have like a pair of stethoscopes and stuff too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you're just looking like a doctor. Gotcha.
Oh, I'll examine him, leave the room, get dressed up like a doctor, wait around for a minute till he gets uncomfortable, and then go back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You starting to get kind of irritated, Bond, because he's been gone for a long time.
Okay.
But he did tell you to wait.
Yeah, I was like, what is
Bond likes to write.
taking him so long?
And then I'll come back in. Bond, I have some good news, and I have some not good news.
Uh-huh.
Which one would you like first?
I guess the good news.
The good news is that I don't really have any good news, actually. I was hoping you would accept the bad news first, and then we could just go from there.
Okay. Well, then what's the bad news?
It is a very powerful curse that you've been afflicted with. And I only know of one person. Well, I know of two people that can get rid of it. One is you go and try to talk to Valastrious again.
Yeah, that went so great the first time.
Right. So maybe it might be more prudent to go speak to the Grand Prior.
Now, I do keep on seeing visions of not Rhyme Shield,
Stormhaven.
Stormhaven.
Stormhaven? That's where the Grand Prior is, so, I mean, we could just go there. The Grand Prior, I don't know if you know anything about the Order of Shield and Light, but the Grand Prior is the head of the clergy there. She is formidable in her divine magic. You've actually met her once before. She's the only person that comes to my mind that could help.
Yes, I think that'll be our next stop then, Neston. If you would like to go see this Grand Prior, I think you could learn a lot from him.
Well, I mean, I am learning a lot from her. I am her secretary now. Yeah, so when how do I put this? When we cleared the vault and you all disappeared, I stayed around with the Grand Prior and became her secretary. I've been her secretary for quite a while now. But none of you seem to notice that I was even gone, so I'm a little disappointed by that. It hurts, it stings a little bit. But none of you even asked what I was up to. I mean, it's okay, it's whatever, Nobody was like, hey, Neston, what have you been up to? We've been traversing through the multiverse and traversing through different planes. And then Neston, is stuck in a tower pushing paperwork and sharpening pencils and, whatever.
Neston, we did not ask you how you were doing, but here's me. Catch me up on what you've been doing.
No, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing paperwork.
Nick, that shirt, I swear to God, has me like, America.
All right. Okay, well, sounds good, Neston. Thank you for the.
Yes, I mean it's been mounds and mounds of paperwork. It's like towers over my head sometimes. Some of it is just completely irrelevant, like complaints. I mean, who complains about free food? It's not good enough. The HR department only gives more food because they don't want to increase the pay scales. It's so mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I just want to say Lucas is just overhearing this and just thinking of this stupid monk dude that's just like, we gotta restore the order of everything. I'm like, really? This is gonna be his king. Like, this is the reincarnated soul of the Elven King that technically this guy should be, like, literally kneeling to.
All right. Well, Neston, that means I will be able to get a grand, I'll be able to get up on the waiting list to see this Grand Prior, huh?
Well, and so, I mean, you are still going to have to go through the formal channels. We'll still have to make an appointment.
Okay.
I can go ahead and send a message, but, I mean, the waiting period currently is between 3 to 6 months. If you
And you can't exploit that time, file something in the wrong order or anything like that, Nestor. Come on, we've been buddies for a
I,
while now.
I mean, we could go and try and petition an audience. I'm sure that she would like to see all of you. I mean, I did hear that the Grand Knight does have a thing for Molly. It is gossip, but the Grand Knight, Creed has his likes. Might be able to get in with him.
Sounds good. Well, we'll be probably heading there soon then, Neston. I think it'll be a great time. First,
Yes,
we must get our reward for killing this Taras.
Oh, at any point in time y'all wish to teleport there, I can teleport us there.
Sweet.
I do
Wonderful.
have the divine ability for the recall.
All right.
Oh, divine. Yeah, that's such a good spell.
Okay. Well, let me finish this tour with Cleavor, and we'll head over there probably tomorrow morning.
Very well.
Right.
If you see Lucas, can you send him my way?
I will do.
I appreciate it.
Yep. All right. And I go back to talk to Cleavor.
He says, "Is your business in order?"
Yes. Sorry about that. I don't mean to keep secrets, but this is a little personal to me.
I understand. I'm sure I would not even understand even if you explained it.
Yes.
So I would like to send one of our greatest warriors with you. Her name is Lieutenant Sarissa. She's young, only about 20 years old or so, but she has climbed the ranks of our military rather rapidly. She is also a linguist. That is her specialty. So perhaps if she were to accompany you, of course I'll send her with a translator, she could decipher some other languages on this world and at least start the process of integrating our people into your society and culture.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah. So we do have a ship, and I don't know how strong your warrior is, but don't like having to look after other people.
She can handle herself, I promise you. She is a skilled warrior. However, he pulls out like what looks to be like a little metal handle and just like bangs it against his hand, presses a button, and for a second like a blade spurts from it, but it then immediately fizzles out. It appears as though our technology does not function here. At the very least, will not function for much longer. She would need a weapon.
Interesting. I kind of look at the technology, and I kind of start like investigating it, and interesting. Me being of this world, I might be able to get this thing to work, but not at the current moment. I can't do that right now. Unfortunately,
Why
I got other that person that we just met today took my ability of tinkering away for a time being.
Oof.
I see.
Yes, unfortunate. It is indeed. But I would love to learn all the technology all the knowledge that you know of your world and the advanced technology that humans have.
It
I think
just
it'd be
I do not know why. Just nothing seems to work anymore.
Yes,
It's something about this world that's incompatible with it.
understood. Okay, but the magic force field work, or the force field works, and
It worked for a period of time, but now that will no longer function.
yeah, we might have smashed that down. But anyways, and that trap, it was so interesting. I must learn how that works.
It's
I
just
do
a
have-
basic motion detector attached to an explosive.
Motion detector. Sorry, we do not have this motion detector that you speak of in this world.
Ever heard of a tripwire?
Oh, yes, we do have those. Yes, we do.
Imagine that, but made out of light. That's the best way I can explain it.
Interesting.
So I will fetch her, and she will leave with you in the morning. Just please, her preferred method of engagement as she uses an axe. That is her preference. But however, whatever it is you can supply her with. Interesting.
I never.
He adds at the end and says, especially if it were to be one of your magic weapons, perhaps that would be
Yes,
appreciated.
Yes, of course. I might just have the weapon for her, but she's gonna have to get used to it. It changes forms.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
The mimic weapon?
Yeah, Blade of
Yeah.
the Mimic.
Does it turn into an axe?
It can turn
Double
into a
bladed-
great sword.
That's not an axe.
No, but I mean,
She can use it.
beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. And it's a badass weapon. Okay, yeah, I'll give her that
So.
when we get on the ship.
Cool. So did anybody have any other RP they wanted to knock out? As soon as you're done with the RP, I'm ready to move on to you guys getting your reward and going on to the next place.
Sweet, let's go.
I wanted to give something to Lucas.
Sure. I just want to throw it out there. I'm not ditching my fiance, so
Oh, yeah.
she's gonna have to go.
Okay. Or you can have your wedding if you would like. If you want to do that too.
Well, it seems like we got stuff going on, and we're not trying to shotgun this thing. So
Ah.
Sounds like
And I'm
someone
trying to get
getting full
ordained.
beat.
I'm trying to get ordained with the Angel of Death, so I pray to the Angel of Death to get ordained.
It's.
Does that work that way?
I mean, not really, but
you have to still get actually officially recognized. It's not like, yo, can I be ordained? What?
You gotta be
Thank you.
recognized with the
Exactly.
church, my guy.
Why can't the Angel of Death just come down and say, "You are
typically
able
to marry
take this
people,
wedding"?
you have to be a priest of that god.
Really now?
Oh, look at that.
Marte.
enjoy.
Hey, Marte.
Greetings.
Sweet.
Hold on.
Have
All right. Well,
So,
Why do I hear extremely loud music?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
turn-
definitely.
so I had to add a new music bot because the other one stopped working. So,
I go
Uh,
to Lucas and just basically, Lucas, I know you want to have this wedding soon, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get ordained in time for your wedding. Unfortunately, I have to get somebody else. I know. I'm sad as much as you are.
It's all right. I don't think I've really got anything particular in mind for this. So, but let's get you taken care of. I don't really want to do anything celebratory. Where you get green
Yes.
oozy blood coming out of your chest. That feels like
Why
that's
do I
not
have
the proper time to celebrate.
Yes. Yeah,
oh,
I understand.
Marte, by the way, you're cursed.
Oh,
Welcome back.
why?
Yeah.
Serves you right.
So, you no longer remember how to make spells. Anytime you try to remember how to do so, all you see is an image of Valastrious in your head and a tower in the background, placed within like an Arctic tundra type setting.
Why am I not level 17?
I can fix that for you.
Level me! I deserve power.
Well, it's going to be a bit hard to come by until you deal with what you got going on.
So
Can't somebody just remove curse on me?
apparently
Yeah, go ahead.
not. We tried that. It did not work out well. By the way, I'm curious because of what he said to me and what's going on with Bon and Anat. I'll just like take out 2 vials and like start mixing something like a very simple solution. Does anything prevent me from like alchemy?
No, you're good.
I will just chuck these because now they're ruined.
Oh, I can't self-diagnose? Like, am I aware that something is wrong with me?
Yes, because the memory that you have of all your lessons with the Archon is just faded. I mean, you remember having it. You just don't remember any of the details of any of your most recent meetings with the Archon when he was trying to teach you how to make spells.
So
That's-
basically, we're getting punished for making that mana bomb and destroying the weave by Valastrious.
So there is part. I did do the recording part, so like it is in the recording. But if you want, I can send you the little script that Valastrious said to you, to Anon.
Yeah, go ahead and send it to him in a message just so he knows.
All right.
That way he can react to it.
I
So
don't think-
you've examined your keep, and it is quite spacious. The spire seed has been planted, and it's kind of planted in a way where it should kind of attach to like an open catwalk on the top floor. So you're kind of making an even bigger compound by connecting your keep to the spire. And on top of that, you also have one of the Zirakai, who is now going to be traveling with you. Her name is Lieutenant Sarissa.
Have we not had a long rest?
You have. Well, at this point, we'll say you have.
Can you rest me? Because I got 64 wounds.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
who
also
is
found out it was
PPA?
Valastrious that was controlling the Tarask.
Why am I not surprised?
All right, everybody has been long rested, and yeah,
Oh,
welcome to
yeah.
level 17, everybody.
Sweet. One step closer to wish.
You should have it.
If
You're
you're
full.
able to
Should literally
copy
be
down
able to
spells
get
in
Wish
the
now.
spell book-
You're level 17.
I have it.
So, question, Gavin: is he not able to copy down spells in the spellbook, or is he just not able to make new spells?
He can still copy spells down, but he just
The
cannot
wish is
make
level
spells.
9.
Yeah, level
what?
17, you get 9th level spells, man.
You didn't know that?
It only has me at level 7 spells. I don't even have a
Uh,
level 8 spell slot.
I don't know why that would be. Yeah, that is weird. Why does it have that?
You didn't multi-class?
No.
Self-operate?
Probably from some weird ways that you've leveled yourself up.
So wait, you've been telling me y'all have had level 8 spells the entire time, and I never did.
Yeah.
I've had level 8 spells
I
that I have a
guess
level
so.
9 now.
You've had level
That's
8
depressing.
spells since level 15.
I've never had a level 8 spell.
You should.
Never once. I'm
Honestly,
telling you, I
recommend
don't know how to
remaking
use
his-
this.
4, 3, 3,
I
2,
I recommend just remaking his character sheet.
Yeah, you should have 1/8 until level 18. Then you get 2/8. But you should have 1/8 until.
Bro, so
Oh, not
I've
2/8.
been this epic and under leveled the entire time. I deserve like kudos, mad kudos.
I can't believe you haven't had 8th level
Nope.
spells this whole time.
never a single time.
Have you been even adding spells to your spell list as you've been leveling up?
I did. I've been adding spells. But
Okay.
We've
I'm
had this
spoiled
conversation
for
about his
beyond.
level ups before. That's how we had to
We
add him.
have,
always
and
an issue.
I'm gonna reiterate what I said before. I'm not gonna keep up with what you guys get whenever you level up.
But I can't.
I
Well,
know.
it's
I'm not talking about Fantasy Grounds. That's fine if you need help with Fantasy Grounds, but you
Like, I've
knowing what you
added my
got at your
spells.
level, that's on you guys.
Because I was just adding additional like level
Alright,
6
hey,
and 7
look.
spells.
Look, check this out. Go into your character sheet, open up the main page. And
I already
underneath
fixed
class
it.
and level. Oh, so he has it now?
He has all his spell slots now. I fixed it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah.
Spells.
Then so, Neston wants to talk to Lucas if we have time before we leave.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. Let me make sure that it's 1/4 and then okay. Let me see. Let me fix it for you.
And I sent
So-
Marte the message.
3 3 4 3 3 3 2 and then all ones. 4 3 3 3 2 and then all ones. Okay, so it's right. That's how your spells should be. And yes, in your choosing of 2 spells at level up, you can choose from 8th and 9th.
Cool.
So
Able to re-choose a couple of other spells like the level.
you can also trade out 2 of your spells as well. I'll let you do that since you
Yep.
haven't been adding. So with that, if nobody else has anything, I'd like to kind of
Neston
advance.
said he had some for me.
Oh, okay, that's fine. As long as you guys still have stuff, that's cool. Just if once you no longer do, we'll move on.
What's up, Neston?
Yeah. Lucas, I have a little gift for you. and I will pull out a small ornate box that has a ribbon on the top of it, and I will hand it to Lucas.
Well, that's very nice of you. Do I open it now, or do I need to like?
Oh yes, no, by all means, go ahead.
Oh, sometimes people feel awkward opening your gift in front of them, so yeah, sure, I'll open it up.
There are 2 ornate rings. One of them has a diamond inset.
Oh,
in
yeah.
it. Both rings look very similar in the bands. They have almost like this, like metallic edging with a crystalline inlay in the middle of it, and except for one has a diamond, and it's a little bit thinner. These are magically bound rings. I enchanted them myself. I had them crafted. The enchantment on them is one of a warding bond for you and your soon-to-be. It will, if you wear your ring and she wears her ring, if harm was to ever befall her, the injuries you will succumb, unfortunately, but it will help protect her, I hope. I figured it'd be something that you would like. Also, I would like to be the one to do your wedding, but you don't have to pick me. I am actually ordained in 5 different religions, so, and it seems like we are going to Stormhaven, where I could probably get us a chapel or something, in reserve. I do have a little bit of cash fund, if you so choose.
You know what? That sounds great. And thank you for the gift. We will gladly make use of this. And yes, I would love to have you be the officiant.
So, speaking out of character, the ring actually is a diamond ring that Nesson has had in his inventory for a very long time. It is worth 500 gold pieces. Yeah, it's a diamond ring worth 500 gold pieces, and there is not a item sheet that Gavin has created yet for the rings.
No, but I can tell you exactly what they are. You know those 2 bonded rings from Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what they are.
Yeah, Big Pappy has them. Because he has that with Starlight.
I think these are a little bit different.
Okay.
I think these are literally the exact rings from Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
So they're similar, but I think there's some subtle differences.
Cool. Yeah,
So,
I will gladly take those. And yeah, I'm
note
down.
those in your inventory in any way you need to just know what they are.
The diamond ring is worth 500 gold pieces. So if you ever have to cast Raise Dead, you can do that with that ring.
Very nice. Who's he giving the ring to?
Lucas. They're his wedding rings.
Okay, so I can just yank that off his finger if I need to raise him from the dead. Got it.
I mean, that's one way to go.
Well, if you won't have
I mean, just being practical here.
I mean, would Lucas wear the diamond ring and give his wife the other one? So, because
no, that would make sense. Yeah, no, I will give the diamond ring to the missus.
Jazz. Who would wear the diamond ring?
Chaz would absolutely.
When
Do you think you get to wear the diamond ring? No, bitch, I get to be fancy.
So that means when you need to get revived, you're out of luck.
But it's not for him to be revived, though.
All right.
So
He's gonna
basically,
be in combat?
It's for his wife to hear about.
the non-diamond ring is the receiving end of the injuries. Yeah, I'm done. That's all. I just wanted to give him the ring.
Cool.
Okay. So, Voss, just to interject a little humor in here. So, are you in your quarters at the moment?
I believe I was in my Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion inside of the base because I just like my mansion and being weighed on hand and foot and being fed.
Okay.
Finishing up reading the book, and then if I finish reading the book, I'll exit out and hang around the keep or whatever.
Okay, so it's the middle of the night, and you finish reading the book, and as you're walking around the keep, you see a yellow-skinned female. She's wearing just like by her racist standards, sure. So she does have like the spikes on her head. You recognize this to be one of the Zirakai. She's got long, like dark navy blue hair, like almost black, but with just enough blue in it that it has like when the light hits it the right way, that like slight bluish tint. And she appears to be wearing like just kind of leathers at the moment, just whatever scraps she could find whenever they arrived. And she turns to you, and it's kind of weird because she has this device pinned to her chest that appears to be like clipped to her clothes. And so when she talks to you, the movement of her lips do not match what she is saying. But either way, it sounds like natural speech. Like, it doesn't sound like weird and robot-y. It sounds like someone's actually talking to you.
So it's going to be traveling with us?
Yes, you would imagine so.
No. Don't fuck the girl that's going to be traveling with us.
Unfortunately,
I'm not there to say that, but that's your inner conscience.
She says to you, and she's like, your name was Voss, correct?
I'm gonna shape change into Vaughn, James Vaughn, the handsome spy.
Okay.
Flick my hair back, reach my hand out to shake her hand, and then try to kiss her hand.
And she accepts it. So to avoid awkward roleplay, we'll just say that you have a conversation with her in your room. And things lead to things.
Oh, we can do the fade to black. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, fade to black. So there you go. Now fast forwarding to Molly. So, Molly, as you sleep that night, you're troubled with dreams. Dreams you haven't had in a long time, actually. This was kind of like a bit of PTSD for you that you thought you'd mostly gotten over. But in this, you see flashes of your people, of other Goliaths running for their lives along a mountainside as this red dragon with a scar over its eye. Just every swoop, you see your people just disappear into nothingness. As the fire fades, there's just nothing left. And you, being powerless to stop it, you just run and you run and you run until finally you reach the edge of the mountain. And just as the fire's creeping up on your back, you tumble and fall over a ledge before you manage to luckily land in somewhere that cushions your fall. And this is when you met Lucas for the first time. But just, you keep seeing that dragon in your head again. That same image of that dragon, that clear image of him just with a scar over his eye and one eye shut. This massive red dragon. Now, this doesn't look anything like the dragon that you saw a few days ago, but it's just, you have a hard time sleeping because these nightmares keep recurring. And with that, you all rise in the morning.
Yes,
I'm already awake.
I gather
Sleep.
everybody up.
Okay.
I get them to like one of the bigger rooms, like one of the ones
As you enter Voss's room and you open the door, you see that he is asleep.
My mansion, so
He said he came out of it.
did he?
Yeah.
After I leveled up and read that entire book to get an extra spell, yes, I came out into the keep. It was after the 24 hours of the spell ran out, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So he is asleep in his bed and he is not alone.
Of course not.
He knew I was going to pass the persuasion check. It's just kind of
Fucking-
a thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of a thing.
Well, and then you need to stop asking me that roll stealth checks and sleight of hand checks. All right.
For that was plot scripted. Okay, there's times where you just happen to find something that I made you roll that I'd never made you roll for. You've gotten the benefit of that too.
I mean, if the DC is the 15 on persuading her to go to bed, and I have a plus 15 to persuasion, kind of done.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. And do I recognize this girl as the one that's gonna be traveling with us?
You do.
What did I tell you about? What did I tell you
It turns
about
out she has 2 vaginas.
Don't sleep with the staff.
Oh no!
You know, much to your surprise, there was just one.
All right.
That would have been
Make
more
something a vagina with enough imagination.
Team meeting in the freaking.
Oh my god.
Whoa, bro!
Team-
No.
Team meeting in the hall. Boss, team meeting in the hall.
All right, I'm there.
dude.
I'm level 17, ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Voss, can you please put on clothes before you come out of your room?
I mean, I'm still wearing my magical glamored studded leather, so it just kind of like clothes appear around me.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Now, the reason I've called this meeting is to kind of, I guess, discuss about things that happened. If you don't know, I've got freaking 5 holes in my chest, and now I can't tinker, whatever. I also want to talk to people about what are their goals? What do they want to do? And Molly, you've talked about, I believe, to us about how a dragon destroyed your village and whatever type thing.
The village, the place you grew up in, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's nothing important.
No, I just want to talk about that, and perhaps you want to go slay that dragon.
I
one
would
day.
very much, yes.
Okay, all right.
Molly.
That's a definitely
Molly wants Red Dragon dead.
Red Dragon dead. Okay, Molly wants Red Dragon dead as he's writing it down in a book. Okay. And Lucas, now that you found your wife and you're gonna get married and whatnot, what other things you want to get accomplished? I guess.
I
7
don't
children.
really
That's what he
know.
wants.
I mean, I was
Okay.
looking. To be honest, Lucas legit actually wants 5 kids.
Okay, Lucas, what's 5 kids?
Beautiful
and,
tiefling babies.
He's just
Yeah.
along for the ride.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
I mean, I was really trying to get the Sword of Zariel for the longest time. That took me forever. So really, it's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
at
Yeah,
this point,
okay.
I'd like to get married and not have the world get eaten by a space dragon. That would be cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
it's not
All
gonna
right.
happen.
All right. Common goal of storyline. Lucas. Okay. All right. And Voss, how you recently added to the group. How about you?
Oh, you want to know what my goals are?
Yeah. Goals, aspirations. What you got going on?
I mean, I sort of already achieved my primary goal before I ever came here, so I've just kind of been looking for a purpose on top of, fame, fortune, and women.
I just jot you down with Lucas with along for the ride.
That would be actually very accurate. I don't have anything in depth I'm trying to do. I wanted to free changelings from persecution 100 years ago, and well, that's done. So then I got thrown here, and don't really have anything pressing to do. So I'm just having fun, becoming an adventurer,
All right.
getting my badge and whatnot. Let's do it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. All right. Neston, how about you?
Oh, I mean, to serve the Grand Prior as best as I can, and one day become a Grand Prior myself. Really, I mean.
All right.
Also, I would like to go back to Elva Vandor. Like that would be pretty nice to see where my people came from.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
help with cull this Vold thing going on down there.
All right. So kill all the Vold, including.
That is not what I said.
Leave my
Oh yeah,
buddy Anand alone.
for sure. And be secretary for the rest of his life until he's able to become a grand
Not what
prior.
I
All
said.
right. It's basically what she said.
Found
All right.
my
Anyways,
spell.
Better not be
Wonderful.
wiping out
Ready.
Anand. That is my buddy for Devil's Three Ways.
Did you say devils 3 ways?
Anand, how about you?
My goals?
Yeah. Aspirations, goals, whatever, you know. Are you just
Well,
along
my
for the ride
immediate
like everybody
goal-
else?
My immediate goal is to really pass the match. I don't want to cast again. This is really pissing me off.
Oh,
But
oh,
if we're
you have the
talking
same
about
problem.
well, yeah, I'm having a little what I guess
Neston
it's not
called it
ED.
performance issues.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not ED, it's MD. Yes,
Ah.
magic. Yes, magic
Yeah.
dysfunction. But
Yeah, I'm having the same thing with tinkering.
But my I don't know. I'm having a change of heart. I feel as if I'm in the middle of a bit of a metamorphosis. I still want murder, death, and power. That hasn't changed. But
I've got somebody we
feel
can
like-
murder together, Anand.
I feel
think
like
it's
I want murder, death, and power with a core group of individuals that enjoy said act with me. Is that too
Well,
much to ask?
I don't know
Is
if
that-
I
think
enjoy
that's
murder
fair.
as much as you do, but I mean, if it's for the right reason and murdering the right people, I'm down.
Like, I've enjoyed my time with Voss. I've enjoyed my time with Lucas. I mean, I don't think I've had this much fun in years.
Yes, okay.
So
Another person
I
that's
want
along
power.
for the ride.
yeah, I'm along for the ride, but I don't have any massive goals other than, you know, I kind of like to liberate my people so people would stop treating us bad. But
Oh,
at this
yeah,
point,
yeah.
it is what
I
it
mean,
is.
we
We're
all
kinda,
start
my
somewhere.
dad murdered everybody, so what do you want?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely a thing that we aspire all to do. I believe that as a group thing. Other than maybe Nesson, he definitely said he wants to kill all Volt, but
That's not what I said in the slightest, actually.
I want to get Neston laid also. I think that's really important. Like,
Definitely not gonna
before I
happen.
die, it's gotta happen.
All right, Mom.
If I
Jeez.
twin cast dominate person on Neston and some chick and like make that happen, like
Yes,
how does that play out like legally? Like what is that?
that would be perfect.
I mean, that sounds a lot like rape, but I mean,
Sorry, I just came back from the bathroom. What's up?
all right.
Going back to here, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
ethically, if two people cast dominate person on two different people, and the two people that are being controlled have sex with each other, how does that work legally?
I feel that's
Prison.
pretty clear
Prison.
that the ones that cast the spell are responsible for it legally.
But who raped who in that instance?
The
You know what?
people that
We're not
cast the
talking about
spell
this. Never mind.
raped
This is on
the
recording.
person.
We're not talking about this.
Who roped who?
It's absolutely the ones who cast the spell, hands down. I mean, if you
Okay.
put someone at gunpoint to make them do something, then no, it's the person that held the gun to
Let me
someone's
go
head.
ahead and add dominate person back to that.
Oh my god.
Marte, did you check out your DMs?
I did. I read it, and now I'm so depressed. Like, crap.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I feel like we should definitely do one of the goals that we have, and that is go collect gold, guys. After that Trask, I think we are well deserved of it.
I'm always up for collecting gold.
I'm sorry, but there's one other thing we have to address. Lucas's wife. Does anyone have a magical aura spell?
No, I don't.
Because unfortunately, she is a fiend, and she probably won't be permitted on the grounds of the Order of Shield and Light. The city is protected by a forbidden spell.
Well, she's not entirely a fiend.
Wait, she's a fiend? That's hot.
Hey, that's Lucas' wife there you're talking about.
Fiance at the
Yeah,
moment, but future
Is
wife,
that a
yeah.
compliment?
Full disclosure for what you guys might not realize here, but it was something that Bell, the archdevil that rules the first level of hell, that was talking about with us. She's actually a mix of between being and Lucas pauses for a minute because he can't remember what he was going to say, but she's a mix between a fiend and a divine being.
So we have to really be able to allow them.
Well, I mean, I guess there's only one way to find out if she's even permitted on the grounds. We could try.
Yeah, we can try.
But she's literally a science experiment for...
I do like science.
Weird
He's like a mixed
science.
Asmar.
Just don't remember. I know she's a science experiment, but I'm not sure why. But I can tell you that she's a mix between fiend and celestial.
Cool.
Is no one else getting weird science vibes?
If anybody wants to give me a religion check, you might figure out what that is called.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely make that check. I'm pretty sure that I'm horrible at that, but I will still do it. Let's see. Religion. Religion's like the one thing my guy doesn't mess with. I get a +3 on that.
Wow.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Well, I'm glad I rolled.
So, yeah, Anand, you would know that that particular type of being is called a Nephilim. Not a Nephilim, that's different.
I mean, y'all could have just asked me. It's my fiance. I know these things, but sure, let's all
remember them.
So what is she then? Like, if
It's
she's
called a
not
it's called a Nephilim. A Nephilim is the result of a cross between a celestial being and a fiend.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I want one.
Okay.
Can't own everything, Voss.
I disagree.
To put that in D&D perspective, she would have 2 creature types, both fiend and celestial.
Interesting. Let's see if we can actually get her into this city.
So
Does she have resistance to both damage?
with my recall, I can only transport 5 people. So we'll have to figure out a means to transport everyone to Stormhaven. We do have quite a bit.
I have teleport.
We do have the ship.
And how quickly
I
do you
want to
want
get
to do
back
that?
with Mephrit.
Oh yeah, that is true. That Voss does have teleport. You've been there before, Voss. You've been to Stormhaven.
Yeah,
Also,
I've been there and I have teleport.
By the way, I will let Anand know there's a teleportation circle on top of the keep, and you do have the
Sigil sequence.
sigil sequence for the keep.
Very nice.
well, if this wedding is starting to look like it's going to happen, there's one other person that I definitely need to make sure is aware, and I don't know if she can get us around, but I know she has means.
Miss Lily, of course.
Yeah.
Oop.
Oh yeah, let me go ahead and send a message to Miss Lily. I'll just use sending.
Is that
Just as
even-
soon as Lucas mentions it, I'm like, oh yes, Miss Lily. Yes, Lucas is getting married in Stormhaven. Soon.
It's a bit difficult to get a message into Mistfine or into Nightvine Forest.
No, you can get a message and you just can't teleport in.
Oh, okay.
Because we've done this before.
Oh.
We've sent her a message and let her know about stuff going on.
He's also
Okay.
sent
I have
us
a-
messages.
I have a dumb question.
All right.
Whatever.
Can Greater Restoration cure my issue?
Give it a try.
That's a no.
Any of y'all got Greater Restoration?
Oh,
Nope.
I can actually use Wish, which can do the same effect as Greater Restoration.
Would you mind trying?
You're just using the feature of Wish that lets you cast a spell of 8th level or lower.
No. Actually, hold on. Let me pull up
He's
Wish.
gonna wish it away.
Because
So-
if you're trying to wish it away, keep in mind you're risking never being able to use Wish again if
No,
you're using
no,
it that way.
I'm not doing that. Actually, it's
What, heal? I think heal's the more powerful thing that gets rid of things too. Maybe?
So it's that you allow 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points, and all effects on them described in the Greater Restoration spell.
Right. That feature comes with the use of the risk of never being able to use Wish again.
yeah.
That's
So-
just one of the regular traits of it.
That list of, for example, it says you can create one of the following effects of your choice. It never says, and I have done extensive research on this. That list is meant to give you an example of the upper potential of what Wish is capable of. So, like, for example, you could create an object of 25,000 gold pieces in value that isn't a magic item. You could do that. Now roll to see if you can ever cast Wish again, because that still comes with that risk. That's to say that you can't use Wish to create something that's worth 30,000 gold pieces. 25,000 is the max.
But yeah, I can do those without any side effect to it. It's only if I try to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples, like trying to state a wish to the DM as precisely as possible, and then it does that thing where it can incur the effects of having a 33% chance of not being able to do it again. Like, I can 100% do the max of an object up to 25,000 gold, or the max of healing everyone and giving them the greater restoration spell effects.
Let's see.
Like, it literally says all those things, and then it says that you can undo a spell, undo an opponent's successful save, and then further underneath that it says you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples, and then goes into detail of what the repercussions of that are.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
No. Yeah. Like, I took that instead of mass heal because I knew that I could basically use that as a mass heal. It's even stronger than mass heal.
Yeah, I got you. Let me look. Player's Handbook, Mass Heal.
Actually, if I'm stress.
So I might have to take a
casting
look.
this
I might have to
spell.
take a look at this.
Yeah,
Technically,
I've
you're
read over
right.
it like 10 times. You can definitely read over it a couple times, you know. But yeah, I know from reading over it several times, it's pretty clear that I can cast those effects, and it does use up my spell slot, my 9th level spell slot for the day, but there's no, like, side effects for that. But I mean, if you want to double check it, you're welcome to.
I will, and
Oh.
I might make some of my own changes as well, just because Wish is notoriously a broken spell.
It
And, like,
seems
where it says
counter-
right here, for example, you grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type you choose. I'm sorry, you're not getting resistance to a new damage type every single day that's permanent. That's not happening.
That it would literally use up my 9th level spell slot at the beginning of the day if I did that. It would be like, for instance, when we went to Hell, if I had that spell, I would have used that to just give us all fire resistance.
Yeah, but
And-
then you'd keep it permanently. So why not just over a number of days
Wait,
give
does it
yourself
actually
resistance?
stay permanently? I thought it was
It
only
never-
for that day.
It doesn't say that. That's the thing. There's nothing here that says that would be temporary. But I'm telling you that's not happening.
I
There is a
interpret it as just
line.
being, let's see. I interpret
There's
it
a
as just
line
being
in
for the
this.
day. No, it's
There's a
for the
line.
duration of the spell, I think.
It says you
Oh.
grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type you choose, which would mean it would
Yeah,
be
I feel like
indefinite.
if you told me that was for 24 hours until I literally got my spell slot back, then that would make perfect sense. Because I kind of interpreted that to be, until your next long rest or whatever, even though it didn't say it in there.
I'll have to think about it because I've had a couple years to think about this, and I've always just been viewing it as Wish, as like that bullet list is just the maximum potential of what Wish is capable of. I'll have to think about it because you said it yourself. Why even get mass heal?
Well,
If Wish is a thing,
exactly
you
the
can
thing,
just
is
do that.
Mass heal is if you're a cleric. I'm not a cleric, but it would, like, my magical secrets would allow me to get the cleric spell or wish spell, which is something that wizards get, which is actually more powerful because wizards are magically very, very powerful.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's an
I mean,
option
the thing
for a
is,
cleric
that
to
would
get
make-
since they can't get Wish.
For a wizard, that would take the place of being able to cast, like, a meteor swarm or something huge like that. Would be, okay, I still have my 9th level spell slot, probably should have used it earlier, use it to get everyone back up to health.
Right. Well,
Can I,
so I'll have to
interject
think
with
on
a
it,
bit
but
of
at the very
feedback?
least, in this instance, with you using the spell that way, still doesn't take it away.
Hey, hold on one second. Marte has
I
something.
have a suggestion.
What's that?
I've been trying to say it the entire time. It's almost like I write contracts for a living. If we go based off of verbiage, right? So we're going to scroll back up to the first paragraph. That's where it specifies, wish is the strongest thing ever, and you can duplicate level 8 spells or lower without a component requirement. And then it says alternatively. Alternatively, in contractual language, is to equate the above referenced thing. So that means these effects are considered equal with 8th level spells or lower. However, when it goes down to start describing you might be able to achieve something beyond this, that's when it gets into repercussions, because it considers those effects as the same as casting 8th level spells or below. But in the final paragraph, it says, the stress of casting this spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you, and then it lists all the detriments of that. But based off of the way they wrote it, they're describing those 25,000 gold, healing anybody, as one of the 8th level spell tier items or below.
Yeah,
So
no,
you can
I
wish-
get that.
If I were to basically exert myself further to try to do something beyond the base effects of it, I might be able to lift the curse, but I'm not going to do that. Because
That's
I'm
like me
not
trying
gonna
to
risk
wish
that
Voss
right
to
now
be
to undo a
straight.
curse.
Yeah,
So-
so that's basically what I'm getting at. To remove this, I mean, you could probably do it with Wish, but you might never be able to cast Wish again.
Yes, I'm not gonna do that.
Wait, can my simulacrum cast wish?
No,
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 we
I've
covered
already
that before.
I've already
No,
nixed that. No.
simulacrum. He wasn't gonna let a simulacrum cast wish, and also my simulacrum's dead. I don't know about yours, but yours is still probably lower level where it
Wait.
doesn't have
Well,
wish
no,
yet.
his
It's
is
up
dead
level.
too. Julius.
What
is
if
dead.
I create a clone?
It still can't
Right.
use wish. He
then
stated very clearly a simulacrum can't cast wish.
No,
That's one of the
not.
few limitations.
No, I don't mean the simulacrum. What if I create a clone, cast this thing with wish, kill myself, and then transfer into a brand new body?
Hey, Gavin.
You would still never be able to cast Wish again.
Oh, okay.
What's
Gavin,
up, Tony?
Can you check your DM real quick? But
Yeah.
So just for the rest of the party, we are all like just gonna go ahead and use his boss's teleport to go to Stormhaven, right? Everybody's in favor
Yeah, I'm
for that?
down.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, I actually have 3 charges of it, so it's fine.
Okay. So what is that? Like 8 people, 9 people? You and 8 others, or is it 8?
Let me go to inventory.
Because I think the ship would just take too long.
I agree. Let me go look at my Helm of Teleportation. So teleport. Oh, I gotta look at the teleport spell. Shit. Okay, where does it show me how many people I can bring? Oh, eight willing creatures. Me and 8 willing creatures. Sorry, it took me a minute to
Yeah,
find
so
it.
you got a lot.
Is that enough for all of us? I mean, we can subtract Big Pappy and arrows, and then we still have 6 people plus Lucas's wife. That makes 7.
And then
And I
plus the girl,
Yeah, that's
Lieutenant Sarissa, that makes 8. Yeah. Also, yeah, you guys go and collect your reward. So that is 15,000 gold pieces you just earned.
I
Plus
pick up
an additional
Molly's.
3. Okay.
Did you say
You pick
each
up-
person gets 15,000?
Yes,
Yep.
plus 3,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds. So give yourself 10 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces each.
Just for brevity's sake, I checked. I asked if they had anything new come into the shop.
Don't forget to pick up Molly's gold.
They do
I do
not.
pick up Molly's good. Okay. I was just
Okay.
wondering because you told me the next
Wow.
shop I go to or a shop in this place, I would want to buy an item from it.
And
so.
Lucas, I remember you put a down payment on that songbook.
Excuse me, Guildmaster, can you forward, instead of giving me gold, can you forward my payment to my account?
Oh, she says, sure. Let me find. Oh, I assume you're an iBank member?
Yes, I am.
Oh, indeed. If you could just hand me your card, please.
I hand it over to her.
Oh, very well. She scans it with this device, and you see a Galder Speedy Courier pick up his money and disappear with it. And then it comes back. Very well. By the way, I noticed the lot of you didn't present your iBank card. Did nobody ever tell you about iBank?
Well, I mean, I've been using it for a while now, and I guess my party members, they feel the need to continue carrying useless amount of weight on them.
It's so old-fashioned.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like these.
I want to know about iBank. What is it?
How do you not know about iBank?
How do you not know about the horrors of the Elder Lich? I don't know.
Make a simulacrum again? Like, I know by Raw it's 1,500, but I think you jacked up the price on us or something?
Yeah, I did. I'll have to go back in my chat history and see what I decided on, but yes.
Well, not only that, we did a deal with these same people before to harvest dragon parts whenever we say the dragons before.
Mm-hmm.
Do they want to harvest Tarask parts for us and sell that off so we could get part of that profit?
She says, "Oh, gladly. I'll dispatch some of our guild scavengers down to harvest the carcass. Should there be any problems for us on the way there?"
Yes, well, not on the way there, but once you get there, we have some new friends we have some new friends that are currently occupying our keep. I write a message in their language, and then I assign it Bond Vorax. Just hand them this. They should let you do what you need to do.
I can use sending to let Klimbor know that Klimborg or whatever.
Yeah,
know that people are coming to clean up the carcass outside.
Yes, yeah, that would be great, Neston. Thank you very much.
Alright, how much was it to make the simulacrum? I didn't quite catch it.
5K.
He said
Yeah,
he's gonna have to check on it.
5K?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think it's 5K. Is that what we said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 5K.
Okay.
So you said we got how much
15K,
gold?
and 10 diamonds worth 300 gold each.
Yeah, I will definitely. Well, next time we get a break, because I need 12 hours to do it, I will go ahead and make a duplicate of someone. Not necessarily me. Maybe Anand or Molly
That would be hot.
or Lucas.
Wait,
Yeah.
I forgot that you can make simulacrums for other people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would still control them, but it would be a different stat block. Like, if I had Molly, I could just use a...
You could
Snow
make
version of
another
Molly.
Molly.
I just use them as a meat shield. Go in there, kick some ass. I'll be back here helping you. Support.
What's how many diamonds do we get?
10 worth 300 gold each.
10.
3,000 gold worth of diamond. I already had 1,000, so that just made it 4,000.
So y'all gotta go up north to get snow for that?
No.
Just teleport away?
Technically, yeah, you do need snow.
Does Molly pick up her
No,
diamond
or ice.
diamond?
You just
No.
need snow or ice.
Yeah, so you mean you can make ice too, but yeah, I mean you need something like that.
Molly
Does
not
Molly
pick
pick
up
up her
anything.
diamonds?
No, she doesn't pick up anything.
I pick up the diamonds.
All right, add it to your inventory. Make sure you don't add it to hers. You have her money and her diamonds.
It's
got
3,000.
It's just all the time she's just left money sitting on the counter.
So
I
ridiculous.
feel
Hey.
really powerful and wealthy.
Hey Gavin, can you give me my my songbook and I'll take whatever out of my reward to pay for the rest of that?
Yeah, so you put, what was it, 3,000 or 5,000 down on it?
I think it was 5 because that was like half.
Yeah, okay.
So if we're getting 15, then I'm getting 10 because the other 5 is going to that.
So as Lucas is like counting his gold, I lean over to the guildmaster and say, "Look at him, doing his mundane counting. Could just have a checkbook."
Can someone please tell me about this eye thing? Come on. Oh, it's like that?
She
For
says
real?
to you, like, everybody uses it. You've never heard of iBank?
So, are you going to patronize me, or are you going to answer my question?
I mean, it is the largest bank in the world. It is the International Bank of Arathia, Nexus, and Kingdoms. I mean, it's.
I come from a ghetto of Fold. We don't have such luxuries.
Just
Okay.
next
Do
time you
explain.
make your way to King's Crest, you can make an account and you can enjoy the benefits of iBank. Really, I thought, assumed that you guys.
Oh yes,
No,
Use it.
Master,
we
surely you're
actually-
aware.
Sorry, actually, in Nightfall, we keep all of ours actually in a grave where it has a magical enchantment that keeps it in the ground. That's what we call cryptocurrency.
Quality.
I'm just over here like, what is a bank?
It's where people store their money.
Can you share
Really?
the
So, like,
the
Everyone
store?
stores it in the same area for easy stealing? I mean, for easy access?
Yes.
I mean, it is
easy
under a
stealing
number
with
of
access.
magical. It's under a number of magical protections, of course, but
So you're
Oh.
saying there's
Sure.
a chance.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Ah. Yes.
Oh.
Interesting.
Group. I know this is a very massive deviation from the course, but there is something that I would like that cannot be purchased. And if we could go find it and me get it, it would make me very happy. Are y'all up for a random side adventure that would potentially be deadly?
I am, but that's not up to me.
Well, you currently are getting prevented from making new spells, so I don't know if you want to handle that, but whatever you want to do.
I want to go find the Magi staff.
The what?
The staff,
Staff of the Magi.
I
Valastrious
really
has it.
want it really, really bad.
You mean the one that Valastrious was holding?
I really want it really, really bad.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe if
think
you just
that-
ask him nicely.
Yeah, no.
Why don't we just go take it?
You're joking, right? You do realize that's the person who cursed both of us?
What? I can't get double cursed. Why don't we go take it?
There is actually an even more powerful curse in this game called Power Word Kill. It's pretty potent.
but
I think you should do it.
doesn't- He doesn't have less than 100 HP, so it's not going to work.
That can be arranged.
Can I just wish him dead?
Gavin, can you share the store real quick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shopping.
there's
I
nothing
got all
new.
this cash.
Nothing new in the store that I would want, Gavin.
It's been like a day, dude. So no.
Okay. All right, whatever.
Bracelet of flying dagger.
Oh, so
Cool.
it's the same as it was before? The store?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a day.
So,
Well, I have
look,
gold
the
now, though. I didn't even,
scroll of
I didn't even look at the
dominate
store before because I didn't have any freaking gold.
Did all
Yeah.
of those lay collars get
I
bought
was
up?
broke.
2 of them have been. Actually, 3 of them have been
Yeah,
purchased.
because Big Pappy got one.
so I would
they have
say
a scroll of
that
people mine?
doesn't Anon get hurt by the curse, wishing ill will of Valastrious?
It just gets reminded of the fact that he's cursed.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think we should lift the curse that we have on us before we go try to do anything against him.
Can I
Anon.
can I hold 2 staffs at the same time?
I believe they're called
Technically-
staves at that point.
Technically
Yeah,
you
it is
could,
safe.
yes, but you can't make attacks with them. You're capable of holding them, but unless you have the dual wielder feat, neither one of those are light weapons. You wouldn't be able to make physical attacks. I know
Have
that.
I ever made a physical attack in this entire game?
Yes,
Just-
you could have them in your
That
hands.
He's out walking like that dude with 2 walking sticks going out there.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and buy the scroll of modify memory?
Sure. That is going to cost 517 gold pieces.
All right, let me go take away 517 gold. 644 minus 517 is
Lucas, you should absolutely get the Staff of Fate.
537.
It's not as good as you would think when you actually read it. Like,
It's useful for changing the outcome of things.
yeah, it's the recipient can roll this d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check it makes before the start of your next turn. So you literally have to like use it the turn before, and it doesn't take away. It just adds a d4 to stuff. Like, I'd be more interested in it if it was like, silver barbs, or not silver barbs, the thing, the mind sliver, where it like takes away from a saving throw.
Did I add that correctly? Scroll of...
Dude, by the way,
want...
Lee, you know you just got like 15k, right? You shouldn't be subtracting anything from like 600 something.
Huh?
You just got like 15k.
Yeah, I have 19,000. I had 19,600 and something.
Oh, okay.
I was doing, so I was doing the
Gotcha.
math in my head of what the 517 minus the other was. So
I was about to say you should have way more than 600 something gold.
I
pieces
have
right
plenty.
now.
No, I have, after buying that, I have 19,537. So I got the scroll of modify memory. Was there anything else that anyone recommended? Actually, I don't have the Feeble Mind spell. That's not a bad support spell.
Keeping in mind that scrolls, unless you're adding it to your spell book, they are single use.
I can't do a spell book, so yeah, single use.
Yeah, they are single use for you. It's just a way to cast a spell without using a spell slot.
Marte, are you getting the spell? The Scroll of Feeble Mind?
I already have Feeble Mind, good boy.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I don't need to get that then.
There's nothing I need
I
in
get
here.
Feeble Mind with the way Gavin plays. Let me get... I want Temporal Shunt. I don't believe I have that already.
Okay. That one is going to be 1,068 gold pieces. Because scrolls are half price, I said. So 1,068 gold pieces.
For that one, it's 1,068 gold. And then I want Dominate Person.
All right. Can we? I don't know. I guess we're still shopping.
Now, let me buy this. I'm almost done.
Okay.
So Dominate Person, that is... Ooh, that's expensive. 1,207.
1,207. All right. And then Rary's Telepathic Bond. Telepathic Bond can be cast as a ritual. Can this one be cast as a ritual as well?
I don't know.
I mean,
It has the ritual tag, so yes.
The same thing. Okay. All right. So sweet. So I want the... How much is that one?
So Rary's, that scroll is whatever 1,792 in half is. 896, I want to say.
Okay. All right. So that's 3171 that I'm spending on this. So I need to add this to my inventory, otherwise I will forget them.
There is one copy of the songbook left. Is anybody buying the last copy?
What is
I didn't see a songbook. Where do you see a songbook?
The Lay Caller's songbook. There's one left.
Oh,
3 have been purchased out of the 4.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that.
You already have one.
You already have one. You've already bought one.
I already used it. Can I not get a second one?
You can buy a second one, but it says on there that you can only benefit from one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
Why didn't y'all tell me about this?
You were told about this. You said you didn't care. We remember when Big Pappy was trying to get one, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm not interested in that, but I'll help Big Pappy get it."
Does it have a spell cap, like how high you can go?
No.
No.
Crap.
The only thing is that you can only pick a spell that you can't learn. The spell can't be on your spell list that you get from it. But beyond that, yeah, any spell you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and pick that up too. How much is that?
That is 15k. No, it was 16k. It was 16k. Yeah.
That's how much I spent on that last time? Oh, well, I can't get it.
Well, they're normally 20,000.
You
They're
put a down
normally-
payment.
yeah.
With
Um.
you helped Big Pappy put a down payment on one.
Oh, but you know what?
yeah.
I did say that you guys got 20% from that store. So from what you just spent, Marte, give yourself 20% of that money back.
Just spent 31.71, so that's 634 gold back.
And I know we're wrapping up the shop. We did tell them that they could go harvest the Tarrasque and get
Yeah, they
money,
know.
so okay.
How much do we think that's gonna get back?
That is an unprecedented excursion, harvesting, whatever you want to call it. So you don't know what they're going to get back from harvesting the Tarrasque's the Tarrasque's corpse. But
excuse me. Oh,
I will
Good
say,
Master. When you harvest the corpse, could you put the allotment in my account so that way it's secured, and we'll just withdraw it later?
I do
Oh, of
want the
course.
skull. I do want the skull of the Tarrasque.
The skull's
want to
gonna be
display it at the
fucking
top of the
massive.
heap.
Hell yeah!
Do you know how big that is? Will it
That's
Hell
fair.
So
yes.
if
Gonna
Anon
hire a
doesn't-
crane operator out there to mount it on top of your keep for you.
Why would we do that when we have spellcasters
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
and a Molly.
and Molly?
If Anon doesn't get the spell songbook, I will get it. Neston will get it.
go get it for me?
No.
Yes, he can go ahead and get it. I don't want to blow my whole load right now.
Giggity. Phrasing.
Whoa.
So can
All right.
I get it? For
Yeah,
how
it's
much will that
16k.
be? Minus 20%.
Well, 16k is the minus 20%. It's normally 20k.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Neston, you will all see he smiles at all of you and pulls out a checkbook and writes a check for 16,000 and hands it to the guildmaster.
Guy right here.
And as he does so, another Galder Speedy Courier shows up with a chest full of Neston's money and hands her the money.
I cannot believe y'all never told me about this.
I like the physical gold in my hands.
That's the
As I'm
most
just
old
kinda-
man thing I've ever heard.
I didn't know anything about it either, but I'm kind of old-fashioned as well, so I'm literally just going to stick with what works.
Just gonna keep a bunch of bags in your pack of like.
No, I have a
Bag of holding.
yeah, I have a bag of holding, so I'm not really
So-
worried.
Typically, people, because by the way, people aren't counting out 15,000 gold pieces. Oftentimes, when people are dealing with large amounts of money, they keep pouches of 10 to 100, whatever increments you want to go with, gold pieces each in each pouch. So typically, you're just handing somebody like for 1,500 gold, you're handing them 15 pouches. Just
Yep.
makes things easier.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas, do you want to rob the central location where they're keeping all of this money?
If you do, I will.
Do I overhear this?
I think it's a great idea.
Are we gonna have a bank heist one shot?
We could
Yeah,
absolutely do this.
that.
I would
Hey, you
love
better
to
count
do
me in
that.
on this. I am stealthy.
If you
Yeah, I'll
if
absolutely.
you don't
I will
do
bust
that.
out the Pink Panther music.
if you do not count the rogue in this, fuck all y'all.
Like, I think we should absolutely rob it and then watch as Neston tries to get money out of the bank and nothing comes.
So, just saying, I don't know if y'all have done the math, but 50 gold coins is a pound.
Oh.
Your bag of holding can only hold 500 pounds.
Yeah, ain't
Who's
nobody
got a
done that
bag
math.
of holding.
No one
Bro.
does math for gold in
I could
freaking
just
D&D.
open a demi-plane below the gold or something dumb and let it all fall in there. We can get that gold.
I am
think
for bank heist one shot.
Should totally do that.
I would absolutely love to do that.
Hell yeah.
So, with the Lay Caller spellbook, I get one free spell that's always prepared. I learn one cantrip, and I learn one.
It's
first
one
level
of the
spell.
3. You get one of the 3.
Okay.
Hey Gavin.
Yes.
Before we leave, Bond disappears.
See you later, Raven.
Really? Okay. Why?
I mean, Ungan.
Um,
I mean, one of
Nah,
the other
Ungan.
characters.
So, he looks for a Oh, darn it. Maybe a rich person's wagon.
How are you disappearing?
Well, I mean, I just walk off, kind of, I guess.
All right, Raven.
I'll tell them I'll be back. Like, I'll be back, guys. And while they're shopping. I'm doing this while they're shopping. This is in the middle of their shopping spree.
This is like the
Okay.
weirdest way to disappear. Hey guys, I'm leaving as I walk out the door and then disappears.
Yeah. And then the whole party
So
ends up
you're
following
trying
him.
to find like a
Yeah.
horse-drawn carriage going through the town or something, or somebody's
Yeah.
car, or
Yeah. Damn it, dude. It's gonna be hard to break into that. You know what? I do my whole usual thing. I find a crowd of people that look kind of rich, and I pickpocket them.
you know,
Is
one
there
of
a
these
lot of
days
that
you're
in
gonna
this
get
fail?
not a lot of rich people. I mean, there certainly there would be people that would count as like upper middle class, just like in any city. But
I just remember
mean,
this was
it's-
mostly like
I'm gonna-
sickly psychic
yeah.
people.
Soon I'm gonna what? Soon I'm gonna what, Gavin?
I didn't hear. Wait, what?
You were saying. Complete your sentence. Soon I'm gonna what?
I
Get
didn't
caught.
say. Oh
Said
yeah, I
one day you're
said one
gonna
of
get
these days
caught.
you'll get caught. You're gonna roll like a nat 1 against somebody with like a really good perception, and one of these days you'll get caught doing this.
Gavin, you do realize I have reliable talent, right?
All right. Well, one of these days I'm gonna put somebody that's got a passive perception of like 35.
Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. And
All right,
so yeah,
Tony,
I'm
You know
calm
what?
down.
Here's the thing, Vaughn. As you're
Yeah.
making your way through this crowd, this is canon. It's the strangest, weirdest thing. You've never seen anything that looks like this before. There's a creature that walks through the streets, and certainly they're drawing a lot of attention. And they appear to be made of just eyes. Their entire body is all eyes. Their hands are eyes. Their arms are eyes. Their head is eyes. They are 100% just an eyeball creature.
I turned the corner to
He cast
be
darkness
out of,
and then sneaked in.
I turned the corner. I turned the corner to be out of eyesight from them.
It's there's another one.
Okay, jackass.
Quality.
Oh, it's clearly some kind of apocalypse that's happening.
Oh yeah.
There's somebody on this world that's just really good at hiding and stealing things, and
Is it
they
a
need
apocalypse or
they need
an
the
apocalypse?
perceptionators to be here
Uh-huh.
to catch this fiend.
Oh yeah. Okay. Are
Is
you
this
being
like
serious
that
right now?
in high elf magic?
So,
I mean,
how high am I gonna have to roll to succeed on this?
35.
You're joking. Okay. All right. Fine. I use a luck point.
You got away with it this time, but now you know that.
I would also like to try this.
Yo. All right. What do I get?
Ooh.
Um,
I will also use a luck point.
you know
In
what?
fact,
That's interesting. Okay.
I think I can also use was it add a 1d12 to myself for ability checks? What is that ability? Fearless skill, ability check. Yeah, I can use a 1d12 on it. So let's use a luck point. Let's re-roll that. Oh, actually, that's sleight of hand checks with advantage. I forgot that. 42. Yeah, I'm good. I pass.
No, that doesn't. You don't add 2d20 together.
Oh no, it shouldn't be that. It should have been a d20 with advantage.
So it would be a 30.
30. Okay, so let me add a d12 to it because I'm doing my peerless skill. 35. Boom, made it.
You get away with it this time.
Yep, I'm only doing it once just to show Bond how freaking good I am at stealing.
Yeah.
So
Just showing off.
both of you guys give me a religion check, and after this we're gonna call the game.
Aw. Okay.
I know so good at religion, but I still got an 18.
Okay, so Voss, these creatures match the description of the type of automaton that you might find on the plane of Mechanus.
That's neat.
Features. So how much
And
gold do
they're
I
just. I'm trying to find something cool that's eye themed to give you, but
A beholder.
you know what?
I'll
You get
take
the Eye of
eye
Vecna. No, I'm just kidding. You guys don't know where that
yes,
is.
sir.
You
For
guys
sure.
don't know where that is.
I'll take it.
Let's see. In this instance, you get. Oh, that's kind of cool. You get a pair of goggles of object reading because that seems kind of cool.
We both get this?
No, so Voss, you get. It's the strangest thing. It's called a. It's this potion, right?
Mhm.
And you know, I'm gonna put it in your inventory, and I'll let you see it. So look in your inventory for yeah, there it is. So there's a new potion in your inventory, Voss. Directly under your potion of magic liquid. It's the first one under your potion of magic liquid. And you get that, and then I'll just I'll roll a D100 to see how much money you guys get.
The potion's... Bro, the potion's only effective on females.
Okay. And
I mean, I'm not a female, and I'm already immune to sexually transmitted diseases.
I'm aware.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Bon, you get 63 gold, and Voss, you get 53 gold.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Makes it an even 90. 19.5.
You guys are gonna get caught doing this one day.
I don't do it a lot. I literally just do it to show Bond that I'm just as good of a thief as him. Anything you can do, I can do better.
That's a bold claim, claiming you're just as good of a
That
thief
is a-
as the rogue.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen this man steal the Ark of the Covenant. I don't know.
You don't know what I can steal or where I can get into.
With that, we're going to go ahead and leave it. We'll say just for brevity's sake, next session, you guys are about to be going to... Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
so you got the goggles of object reading. And at the start of next session, we'll say that you guys will be in the process of arriving at Stormhaven. So that way we can jump right into that and knock some
Cool.
stuff out next session.